Everybody's pitching in from the whole village. Everyone's doing something. We got people chopping vegetables, plating food, boiling soup. The energy is building. You can feel the excitement in the air. Okay, maybe they don't seem that excited, but I can feel it. Ooh, this is nice.
In Vietnam's northwestern highlands, you'll find a place nearly unchanged by time.
Bro, can I take this thing off? This is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, take it off.
Man, wow, this is beautiful.
Check it out, man. Soak it in.
Today, my buddy Andrew and I are on a mission.
I've been handed this giant knife.
Helping a village prepare a giant feast
Okay.
for a rarely seen Black Hmong wedding.
Oh, there you go.
The only challenge now
that's not good.
is seeing
Oh, there you go.
if this 50-year-old decommissioned army jeep will get us to the village on time.
5 hours outside of Hanoi, Vietnam's capital.
Where exactly are we?
Last time, we took on Vietnam's Central Highlands, and this time it's all about Vietnam's Northwest.
Oh, great.
As a country, Vietnam is developing at a rapid pace. But regions like this, some of the most isolated and difficult to get to, will be the last areas touched by modern life.
The north is characterized by these steep limestone mountains. We get these gorgeous stepped-out rice fields, and I think the mountains are what keeps the population so separate.
Present-day conveniences are few. But this means that local ethnic traditions have withstood the test of time.
In the north here, we have the widest variety of different ethnic groups anywhere in Vietnam.
Actually, we're going to be spending the next 2 weeks exclusively hanging out with Vietnam's vibrant ethnic groups. We're going to see how they work, we're going to see how they live, and especially how they eat.
Right, I'm excited for this.
Just don't be too excited.
Why?
It's going to be fun, but the food is going to get pretty extreme. I don't know if you can handle it. It's going to be out there, man.
Dude, I'm worried that you can't handle it. What are you talking about? I was harvesting ants. Oh my God, my neck.
Oh,
I was diving underneath the water and catching spiky creatures, you know? I'm way more culturally open than you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Andrew, I have a freaking food show.
You need a TV show. I do this for fun.
Okay, that's a fair point. All right, you know what? This trip, we are going to settle it. We're going to find out once and for all who is the most open-minded, who is more culinarily woke.
That's right, we will find out.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
This land is renowned for its terraced rice paddies and endless mountain passes, a region of Vietnam that's home to 20 different ethnic groups. The Hmong people are one of the biggest ethnic communities in the northwest of Vietnam. But even among them, their tribes vary. Most commonly, the White Hmong, Green Hmong, Flower Hmong, and today's Black Hmong people.
We're here right now under a tent.
Yes.
Deep in the countryside in the mountains of northwest Vietnam. There's hundreds of people here. Who are all these people? Do they know all these guys?
Yes, everyone knows each other. Whole village, they are coming. Even different village, they're coming to join us.
So, if we're helping to prepare a wedding feast, then why are we currently attending a wedding feast? Well, it turns out a Hmong marriage is a two-day, two-wedding event. Day one starts in the bride's village. This is her final farewell before she packs up her life as she knows it and moves to the groom's village. Tomorrow, the groom's village, a few miles away, will host the second wedding, a sort of welcoming of the bride to her new family.
Mo, did I just see two people get married?
Yeah, they are married now.
This is Mu, born and raised among the Black Hmong people. She'll be joining us for a portion of this journey.
Everybody has their own table. I mean, how many different animals are on here?
This is chicken, this is pork, and this is beef.
The trinity of farm animals.
Everything is belong to the family. They have their own cows, their own chicken.
I mean, it's farm to table. That's wild.
The food itself is paid for by the bride's family. Several villagers have helped to prepare it.
Here we've got some fried pork belly. Look at that. How long ago was this cooked?
They cooked early this morning.
Nothing is like hot. It's all just kind of hanging out.
Yes, everything is hanging out.
Guests can contribute labor, crops, or livestock, which will end up on one of these tables.
What kind of rice is this?
Sticky rice. The yellow color is natural. It's made by sunflower tree, pick up on the jungle.
The food itself changes depending on the village.
Really fragrant, yeah.
But there's one item on the menu that always remains the same: corn wine.
That's powerful.
It's only 11 a.m., bro.
It's 11 a.m. Oh, it's happening. Oh no.
The bride's relatives move from table to table, inviting guests to take a drink.
He needs to bring his own glass because if he has his own wife on his tables to here, people are gonna say that is water.
Oh,
So you cannot cheat.
No, you cannot cheat.
Waited till the moment.
oh, thank you.
Bro, that's the first 11 a.m. shot I've taken in a long time.
Yeah, since college. All right, let's get to some of this food. Cheers.
Let's go. Oh, that is crunchy.
Oh, the fatty part is delicious, but wow, that skin. Uh-oh, another shot.
Oh, buddy.
He just looks like he wants to maim us.
So let's start it.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I'm gonna try some of that.
Barbecue pork.
Rich, fatty, smoky, and they've got their own local herbs on there.
I mean, it's hot. Oh my God, man.
Oh, I do.
It feels like everything here is kind of like a drinking food. You have a little bit of meat, have some booze, a little bit of rice, and then booze, and meat, and booze, and on and on. And then what? Are all these people gonna be asleep by 4 p.m.?
The man, they can't sleep, but the woman, they have many things to do when they go home.
There is no set menu when it comes to weddings here.
So this one's beef.
The skin on, you see?
I don't think there's anyone really eating beef skin in the U.S.
No, not in Australia.
But the one special treat you'll find on this day, more than any other,
Chicken. Hey, you gotta have one chicken.
is meat. Meat of all kinds from all animals.
So on a normal meal, you might just have one meat, one vegetable, one
Or
rice.
even just vegetable and rice.
So the wedding's really special. People are getting something they don't always get to have.
Yes.
Technology has found its way here in the form of smartphones, 4G, and Facebook. But even still, some traditions carry on as they always have.
How are people dating out here?
You won't spend a lot of time together before you marry. If you want to marry to this girl, you just find it out by her friends or by family. And if he decided to marry this girl, the boy's family will come in to ask the girl's family and talk to each other.
So it's not arranged.
No.
She can say yes or no.
Yes, that's right. This generation is like that.
But in the past, it was different.
In the past, people, their family decided.
In the past, it wasn't uncommon for marriages to be 100% arranged. This could mean meeting the person you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with on the day of your wedding. It also meant getting married at a young age. Some customs have changed, and some have not. Today, our bride is 16 years old, but the choice to get married is hers alone. This is what her father thinks of parting with his daughter at such a young age.
He won't like his daughter to get married around when she was 20, but they love each other. They want to marry, so he just agreed because almost everyone they'll get married very early in here.
The bride's father got married when he was 20.
Did you get to choose your bride, or was a bride kind of provided to you?
They are married because they love each other.
In Vietnam, the legal age for marriage is actually 18, but clearly some believe this doesn't apply to them.
How have the traditions changed over time?
He's saying it's changed a lot today because they're young, they go to the city, and the wedding today is much more easier and bigger than his generation.
Wow.
After the bride's farewell wedding celebration, she and the groom make the journey to his village. But before they even arrive, preparations for their massive welcoming feast have already begun.
What we just do over there is on the bride's family. In here it's different village. Groom's family needs to do something exactly the same. So if you don't do celebration, nobody in the village know that your sons will get married.
Oh no.
The countryside is so majestic.
I guess this is the problem with not having refrigeration.
The meal isn't until tomorrow, but preparation is starting already early today. I'm told there's gonna be a cow, there's gonna be a pig.
Yes, and then chicken, 20 chicken.
20 chickens?
20?
Oh my gosh.
Here, some of the food is paid for by the groom's family and some of it is gifted. All will be feasted on by hundreds of hungry dinner guests in less than 24 hours.
Is this some kind of vegetable? What is this?
Bamboo shoots.
This almost looks like a paper. They're stripping it away. So is this edible?
No, no, no. This is the part we eat.
Oh wow. So can you throw it over here? Yeah, all right. Oh, can it be eaten raw?
No, no, no.
This is deep inside the bamboo, and then this is gonna be what, boiled?
First the boil and then I will fry it.
We have no idea how much food or even which foods are going to be on tomorrow's menu.
How many people are gonna be there tomorrow?
300 people.
How about 300?
Yes.
But from the looks of it, we are far from ready.
The one thing I fear is that if we don't pitch in, this meal may never come to fruition. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct.
We need to help by preparing food.
I'm ready to roll.
Andrew's gonna help with the pig, and I will help with vegetables, chicken, things like that.
Oh.
There is no catering service. There is no master chef. We do have An army of unorganized, albeit eager, villagers waiting to help. Andrew and I will also contribute our efforts however we can.
Okay, so as you guys can see, already this pig has been dispatched. And in there, what they've done is they've collected all of the blood. And that's obviously going to be turned into blood cakes. Right now, the boiling water's loosening up the hair. We're shaving it all off.
Oh, are they making a paste? I believe right now Andrew's having a good time with that pig. As for me, I'm hanging out with the vegetable ladies. And here, something I've never even seen before.
This is an elephant foot yam, an underground crop that's popular in isolated rural areas of Africa and Asia.
On the inside, feels starchy like a radish would.
In Vietnam, this can only be found in some northwestern regions like this.
When you don't have a refrigerator, you're going to be eating everything you see here within 24 hours, so you are going to need a lot of people. Luckily, we have them.
The most interesting part, you would think maybe they just cut it up, boil it, eat it. No. Sandpaper comes into the preparation. They break down into kind of a paste. This is an extremely laborious job. Maybe somebody could donate a sandpapering machine to this village so they can make this dish super fast.
In the backyard, the ladies are taking care of the chickens, while the men break down an entire cow.
There's no part of this cow that is gonna be wasted.
Same with the pig.
Okay guys, so we are here in the butchery pit, and it is hard to believe that this was a whole
Small intestine.
Everything will be eaten, including the prized internal organ meat.
This is,
pig head. As far as I understand, we're going to be using this as part of a bone soup tomorrow. So
they're taking the intestine and they're kind of,
This is gastric acid, a digestive fluid formed within the stomach lining.
Usually in the West, this would probably be discarded, thrown away. Here, this is a crucial cooking ingredient, almost like a special seasoning. And that's gonna become a
big ass knife here, sharp. Just slices through like butter. It is really
strong, powerful tasting component in the dish that we're gonna be eating tomorrow.
This deadly liquid will join a combination of different cuts, including the intestines and even the throat.
Is that yummy? Mom? They're saying that's yummy. That's
real close to the bone. Bro, there's no way I end up with all my fingers at the end of this. I've filleted a few fish. This is very different. Em cắt đẹp không? Oh. There we go, guys. That's one side of a pig head.
After a day's worth of preparation, there's still plenty more to do. Meanwhile, the bride and groom have nearly completed their journey. Right now, I'm meeting them just a short distance from the groom's home.
I was tempted.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. They're pouring booze out of a stick of bamboo. Oh, hi, bye, yo. How do you feel right now? We have the groom here. Excited. The newlywed bride is eating in the background.
It's a generations-old tradition for the wedding party to stop down somewhere along their journey and eat a small feast of sticky rice, chicken, and pure pork fat.
Cheers.
This food is fuel for their long journey.
I'm good. I'm gonna do it. Oh, it's too much.
No. When you catch it, you have to finish.
Oh no.
After finishing their meal, they continue their journey to their new home, where they'll prepare for tomorrow's big event.
The sun is going down right now. There's still a huge amount of butchery to be done and a huge amount of preparation ahead of us. It really looks like it's going to be a long night.
The open-air dining hall is being set up. Soon, these chairs will be filled with eager villagers donning brilliant traditional colors. Portions of food are distributed to each table. Once everyone is invited in, the guests will begin dining together. Now, there are just a few foods to be finished off.
Well, good morning. It is day 2 of wedding activities. Everybody's pitching in from the whole village. Everyone's doing something. We got people chopping vegetables, plating food, boiling soup. The energy is building. You can feel the excitement in the air. Okay, maybe they don't seem that excited, but I can feel it. Right here in front of me, they're preparing some kind of a local spring roll. Inside, vermicelli and wood ear mushroom. They're rolling that up in a rice wrapper, throwing it in some hot oil, and then that's it. It's one of the many, many, many dishes that's gonna be served at our feast.
Nobody is in charge, and no one is assigned to any particular task. But somehow, after a day of toil and labor, the collective effort of this village, plus a minuscule contribution from Andrew and myself, have gotten us nearly ready for the event.
Okay guys, we are continuing here the preparation of the bone soup and the pig face soup. Okay, so now we're gonna get the bamboo shoots and we're tipping into these giant ass cauldrons. Woo! I'm telling you guys, that is hot. Now, I don't know if I did it correctly. I've dumped it all in. He seems to be going step by step. Maybe it's because his pot's about to overflow. Okay, yeah, there you go. See, I was more accurately leveled.
This is super exciting what's happening right here. Yesterday, we saw this root vegetable being prepared. They made the shape, they boiled it, and then they've kept it in the water. It's interesting because it goes from a solid to a paste back into some kind of a solid again. It looks like, can I poke it? It looks like pig fat.
Trying to find some of the bones we put in yesterday. What's gone on is they've cut away as much of the meat as possible from these bones. Just to utilize every little last bit of the animal, we're boiling it in this soup so that the remainder of the meat and the skin flakes away and everything is being used.
This is super exciting. We're finally at the final big feast. Everybody's coming in and even more people still on their way in. We went to a feast yesterday. That was all the bride's village, friends and family. Today, this is a completely different group of people.
I mean the same tribe, but they are different people. This is just the friends of the group's family.
This is incredible. We should start trying some of it, huh? First of all, fried spring rolls. I like it. Now, mind you, it's cold.
Yeah, to cook everything and then just let it cool down.
I think it would just be impossible to prepare this amount of food and make it all hot. This, the root, been made into almost like a dumpling. It is gelatinous.
Kind of looks gross, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not tantalizing.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, dude.
There's almost no flavor.
Yeah, just about the texture.
Let's talk about that. It is like a big piece of pork fat without, you know, the oily part. Have you had this before?
No, we don't have that in my hometown.
I feel like this has to be one of the only foods that requires sandpaper as part of the preparation.
But next time we come back, I'm just gonna bring a food processor to every village we go to.
Oh man.
We would have saved all those ladies a lot of work.
And just like that, the ceremony begins. This ceremony is a declaration to the groom's village, the final day of the marital union, the closing of an old chapter and the beginning of a new one. Approved by 8 family members on each side. Witnessed by every person in this village. The ceremony is quick and concise. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm sure it's along the lines of, do you guys promise to not screw this thing up for as long as you both shall live? In the end, they both agree. And that means we can go back to eating.
We were eating, and then 2 people just got married real quick. That took like 10 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, they have to do it twice.
There's a few things I want to try, and some foods that Andrew and I had a part in making. This is the final soup. We're not going to try that yet. Do you know what this is?
No.
Oh, you're going to find out soon. Oh, but here, Andrew definitely knows this soup.
Right, pig face and bone soup, Sonny, that I have helped prepare.
So I got a piece of spinal column here. I can kind of just rip off some of the meat. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Well, that's really good, dude.
That's delightful. What do you think, Moo?
Like it very much.
They also have a ton of bamboo shoots in here. A super layered crunch, almost like a canned mushroom or something, or like a canned artichoke. I've only eaten canned food. I grew up pretty poor. Andrew,
yes.
Right here, the final course. You've had something like this before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's get up. I mean, it's not something you forget that easily.
Remember this special ingredient? The gastric acid I helped prepare now joins a pot full of minced cow stomach. That gets stir-fried along with lemongrass, ginger, and papaya leaves.
There's a layer of just green from the acid. I'm just gonna get a healthy spoonful. You gotta get some of the broth in there. The next best thing, there's no spoons. You just shovel it in.
Oh, buddy, I'm losing my appetite quickly.
Should we go for it? Let's go. Cheers.
Oh, dude. No, it's got like a sourness to it.
You know, this is a great drinking food. I'm just gonna like slurp this alcohol to cleanse thy palate. To me, the meat is nice because the meat's real soft. I have to think the gastric acid helps make it even softer.
I've never had this level of bitterness.
Moo, you come from this area. What do you think?
I don't like it. If I have to drink a lot, but I don't want to drink it, maybe I will eat it.
If you are drunk, then it's easier to eat?
No, if you eat it, it's easier to drink.
Hey, cheers to that. I just have a couple more questions about the wedding and the tradition here. The girl today, she's getting married pretty young, 16. What is the age of a woman here where it's like, unmarriable, too late?
Okay, first of all, like me, I married when I'm 24. I'm too old for the village. Nobody wants to marry me. That's why I have to get married very far.
But 24 seems so freaking young in the US.
Here, on this side of this mountain, things are done a little differently. From your point of view, peeking into these people's lives through a fast-cut video, some of these cultural differences may seem shocking. But when you're here, surrounded by these mountains and rows of smiling locals, all this starts to feel kinda normal.
It's interesting to see it in person because from the outside, it's easy to think maybe there's something negative and reprehensible going on.
It's something that feels so normal when you're here and experiencing it, and nothing feels overly wrong about it.
Yeah, very different from where we come from, but completely fascinating.
Totally different.
And my God, this food was delicious.
Super interesting thing.
Our journey continues in Vietnam's remote northwestern highlands.
Right now, we're walking along this narrow path that wraps around the mountain.
Over generations, folks here have learned to thrive while contending with harsh living conditions.
Everything in this animal is going to be used in some way.
Today, Andrew and I are going to learn the hard way
What is going on?
what it really means to live off the land.
Oh man, look at that thing!
Andrew, yesterday we got to hang out with the Black Hmong people and see how a wedding works. Today we get to go to the home of a Black Hmong family.
Awesome, but what about breakfast?
Breakfast is the first thing we're gonna do, but we have to help make it.
That's not that big of a deal. We got this. Eggs, bacon, right?
It's not that kind of a breakfast.
No.
Yeah, you'll see. We have come to the home of a Black Hmong family. In this region, this is quite possibly where pounded rice was invented, though that is not substantiated.
Pounded rice?
So, you know, like mochi. Of course, they don't call it mochi here. They call it the local word banzai. Today, we're gonna be making banzai with some local ladies. This is your team member. This is my team member. The goal is to pound your rice faster than the other team. Here are our tools. All we need now is the rice. Rice.
Traditionally, banzai is a Vietnamese dish made from pounded white rice. Here, Hmong people have adjusted the banzai recipe, adding their own twist, using purple sticky rice that grows in this area.
Wow, this is beautiful purple rice, naturally dyed. And we're about to naturally die in a second.
This sticky rice is considered a luxury ingredient. It requires more care and produces significantly less yield than white rice. So only a small portion is grown, and it's saved for honored guests and special events like weddings. Time to pound it.
Go! What?
Yes, Sonny, come on, didn't you get that?
There are 9 to 11 million Hmong people around the world.
No mercy!
This is one of the largest ethnic populations with no country of their own.
Quick, take advantage! Take a lead! We're taking the lead!
Here, they're known for their ornate dress, made from hemp,
You're crushing us!
dyed in various colors depending on which sub-tribe they belong to.
Oh no! I'm stuck!
Here, the Black Hmong wear a traditional black garb.
These women are so badass!
I know!
How are they so powerful?
Hey! We finished! We finished! Yes! Yes!
No!
We win! Yes! Yes!
It seemed like the pounding was the hardest part, but now we have this unwieldy, super sticky glob of rice.
This giant, magnificent glob will be portioned into smaller, more manageable globs.
So she breaks off a piece, kind of rolling it in on itself like a big ball of mozzarella cheese.
To prevent the pounded rice from sticking to their fingers, they coat their hands with hard-boiled egg yolks.
She puts some egg yolk on this platter, and that's gonna stop it from sticking. Boom, one complete.
The sticky rice is ready to eat just like this, but it can also be wrapped in a banana leaf and cooked by the fire.
Ma'am, I was in such a hurry to pound that rice that I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Me.
Me.
Miss Mi is the head of this household. Like many other Hmong folks in her community, she and her family are farmers.
Here, you've made a sticky rice dish. The name locally is banzai. Now, is that the Vietnamese name?
Yeah, it's
or
Vietnamese.
So
It's
what's
Vietnamese name.
So what do you call it?
Bam blau.
Bam blau.
Bam blau.
Bam blau.
Bam blau. Bam blau.
Ba is cake, and blau is sticky.
Before we can bite into the sticky rice cake, it must be cut with a piece of string.
Usually, we use the hemp string to cut it.
The cake is paired with a traditional sauce made from chilies roasted in ash.
How do you say cheers?
We say no ba.
Napa.
Napa.
That's awesome. It's like Hmong Tabasco.
That's great.
I love this texture. You know, I went to Japan. I made their version of pounded rice, and the texture is quite a bit different.
The world's most commonly known pounded rice is probably mochi, found in Japan. But it turns out, pounded rice wasn't invented in Japan or in Vietnam. It originated in ancient China and was introduced to Japan through Southeast Asia.
What I had there was much more liquidy, super sticky. It definitely wouldn't get solid and crackly like this.
Strong, you know, like you gotta put a bit of effort to separate this stuff.
You've also prepared it in a grilled style over here. Can we try this? Oh, it's a big piece.
It's kind of hot still.
And there's just this beautiful, big, crackly crust on here.
Ngọt bá chia.
All right, let's see. It has that toasted rice taste to it. Really delicious.
I can't believe how different it is from the non-toasted version.
If you've ever had like Rice Krispie cereal, that kind of toasted rice flavor, that's really captured here.
Right.
This is a lovely breakfast. I really enjoyed it. I love this hot sauce. What's going on here?
It's jungle rats.
Jungle rats.
Jungle rice.
Oh, they're jungle rats. And that is for, what is that for?
For eating.
Oh, for eating.
If your family are very poor, you don't have enough cornfield, you don't have enough food to feed the chicken or pig, this is the only one you found without money.
The Hmong are survivors. Folks who were persecuted in China generations ago, so they moved. They packed up their lives and journeyed to lands most would consider untraversable and unlivable. But folks here adapted. They carved rice paddies out of mountainsides and truly lived off the land.
The men, when they got day off, they will go to the jungle and try to catch them.
Living out here means being resilient and resourceful. Time to see if Andrew and I have what it takes.
Andrew, I didn't tell you yet, but today we're actually going to be helping them procure some different food items for the meal we're going to be having tonight. What can Andrew do?
What about catch the eel on the rice field?
He seems like he's a good fisherman.
All right.
But
What's going on here?
I know just last time you didn't catch any fish.
Guys, I'm pretty disappointed. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Right, Moo, we're catching an eel, okay?
Yeah.
A rice field eel.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Promise me.
Yes.
Okay guys, we've now come down from the house up there to the rice fields of Tule. I'm with my partner Ha. Together, we have smashed Sunny's team once and we're gonna smash him again. Unfortunately, I don't see any fishing rods or anything. I just have this traffic cone looking instrument. Speculate a little bit, like this?
No!
No? No. Maybe.
While Andrew is off fishing, the men and I are heading to the mountainside to hunt down a mysterious jungle creature. Hopefully, we'll have something to bring back for dinner.
And right now, she's digging a hole through the side of this dam wall. I think what's gonna happen is we're literally just gonna drain this whole rice field and plug our minnow traps into the hole so that any eels that are in here have two options. They either arrive in our minnow traps and get eaten, or they get stranded in the now dry rice field. If there are any eels in this rice field, I don't see how they get away with this. They've gotta be caught, right?
Right now, we're walking along this narrow path that wraps around the mountain, and under any of this foliage could be a hole that a rat or some kind of rodent is hiding in.
We've gone just a short ways from Miss Mi's home to this mountainside forest.
I'm trying to think, if I was a rat, what kind of a hole would I build?
Left alone here, I'd probably starve to death.
I'd probably put it under here. I'd probably put a little roof on top. I'd probably have a little porch in front, but that would be a little too obvious.
But for locals, there's food all around us, including a not so common protein source.
Oh, I think he found something over there.
We've drained a good portion of this rice field already and we still don't have any eels. How can there be eels in here? It's a rice paddy. Where could they come from? It's probably been dry for years, and considering our empty trap, I really am starting to question this.
So we've come across a hole here. There's no way to know for sure if there's anything inside. The only way to know is to kind of knock on the door. He's gonna do that now using a garden hoe. Sir, take it away.
Leading the hunt today, Mr. Zhang.
Is he? No, he's sticking his hand in there. That's like the scariest thing. He's looking, oh God. No, empty? There's nothing there. Okay, just because you find a tunnel doesn't mean there's gonna be anything there. So we just have to keep trying and hope that there's something in the next one.
So as the water is almost draining out, you can see the eels, the ripples of the dorsal fin cutting across the top of the water. So it turns out you drain all the water, it's pretty easy to find the fish. Oh, look, we've already caught one. I can see something in there. This is a great start.
We have just stumbled upon a hole. You can't even really see it. It's completely covered. If there's something in there, it has kind of closed the door on itself. Sir, take it away.
Look, I see an eel. Oh man, look at that thing.
Locally, these are called eels, but they're actually loaches, a species of elongated freshwater fish.
Got like whiskers, kind of like a catfish. It's slippery as fuck, keeps moving. You can kind of like walk along my hands, which is strange for a fish.
How does he see it? What does he see? Really? It looks like it's all caved in. No way. There's no way there's anything in here. It's still, oh shit, I see it. Oh my God, this is the most dangerous part. This thing has huge teeth. He's grabbing it behind the neck. Oh no, it's freaking huge. What? No way. I can't believe he just did this. I thought there was no chance of there being anything in there, but he just really expertly pulled him out of that hole. I mean, look at these teeth. One bite from this rat and it's gonna rip a quarter of your finger off. From here, I think we're gonna head back to the house and, well, you guys know what comes next. Andrew, we've just come back from our hunt, my friend.
Yes.
The results? Oh,
look at that sunny side.
That's a lot. Can I tell you? I also got something. Can you hear it?
It sounds like a wolverine.
Andrew, feast your eyes on this.
What the hell, man?
It is pissed.
This isn't just any mega-sized rat species. It's called a bamboo rat, a rodent found throughout Southeast Asia that feeds on bamboo.
You caught this?
I basically caught this.
What do you mean you basically caught this?
I went out there with the local guy.
All right, walk me through this. What exactly did you contribute to this?
God, what did I contribute? I shed a healthy amount of doubt on the situation. There's no way there's anything in here. I described the situation as it was happening in detail. Oh, it's sticking his head out right now. Is he gonna come at us?
So basically nothing.
I didn't really do anything.
No.
Damn it. For now, we're bringing this angry little guy to dinner.
After dispatching the animal, the men collect the bamboo rat's blood. Then, Miss Mi drips this freshly collected fluid into her daughter's eyes. She believes that since rats live in dark places, they must have great vision. She hopes this great vision can be passed on through the animal's blood. It's impossible to know if this is a tradition among people in this region, people on this side of the mountain, or just people in this household, but it doesn't seem to be a widespread practice. Adults, mainly adult men, also seek to get their own benefits from this freshly spilled rat's blood.
Andrew,
Sunny side.
a big part of belonging to the hunting party is what we're about to do next.
These guys mix the blood with a potent rice wine and drink a shot in an effort to increase stamina and virility.
Oh, it's satisfying, huh? It's hard to describe what I like the least in that shot. The corn wine is really intense and abrasive. It's not refined at all. But when you add blood to it, then it tastes like iron. All right, that was a aperitif. Now we're ready to get dinner started.
Cooking is underway. Everyone pitches in. The ladies take care of the fire and rice, while the men prepare the meat. When the meat is ready, it hits the fire.
We are back here with the loaches that we've just caught out of the rice field, and we're following along with the story. Right now they've been sandwiched in these bamboo skewers. I imagine this is a pretty traditional way to cook fish. The meat here looks really different actually. It looks more like a beef. I wonder if it's got like a little bit more of a protein-like flavor than the white flaky ocean fish we're kind of used to. I definitely never eaten a fish out of a rice field before, and I'm pretty excited to. There's also a bunch of rats coming up as well, and they're cooking in a very similar manner. Giant rat skewers.
But not everything is roasted. One dish will be stewed with a very special ingredient.
Right now we're making a dish out of that bamboo rat. He's gonna take the intestine and remove the contents of what's inside. Will that be thrown away? Absolutely not. everything in this animal is gonna be used in some way. Yesterday, Andrew and I went to a wedding where we saw them cook kind of an gastric acid soup out of the beef intestine. Here, he's doing a similar preparation, but with rat intestines. I can see there's kind of a pattern of really, one, using every single part of the animal, but two, appreciating these really deeply bitter, acidic flavors. Let's try it out. Folks, thank you so much for having us here. It's an honor to be joining you for dinner right now. Let's take a quick tour around the table. We've got jungle rat. Here we have the eel gastric acid soup. And then this looks like a yummy dessert we have in the US. What is that actually?
This is their snake.
Snake?
Yes.
For these snake cakes, snake meat is minced, shaped, and fried until it turns a desirable shade of golden brown.
When's the last time you had a snake?
She had never eaten her whole life.
Oh, really? When is the last time you had snake?
He very scared of snake.
Has anyone eaten snake here?
He eat a lot.
Oh, all right, the hunter.
All right.
So when is the last time?
Like 1 year ago.
This is what's interesting about a video like this, is everyone will look at everything here and assume this is what they eat all the time.
Every day.
Not true. Two people here never have even had the snake ever. One guy eats it often, the last time a year ago. So stop your assumptions, internet. All right, should we try it out? She is. I'll tell you, they just put some herbs in there, some seasoning. It's nice and fried. It is nearly impossible to eat. It is just so full of tiny, hard bones. But the taste is good. Of everything here, what's your favorite?
He like their jungle rat.
Oh, the jungle rat?
That's all I need, Andrew.
Yeah.
So let's try it out. Grab one. Do we eat the bones on this guy too?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Is she serious? Is she fucking with us? She's ripping the head off right now. She's putting it in her mouth.
Oh my lord.
It's very crunchy. Very good.
All right, people at home, they know now.
No. We gotta eat it. We're about being open-minded.
I'm open-minded. She tried it. We don't need to all try it.
What is wrong with you? That's the point of this show.
All right, yeah, fine. Okay, good. Yes. So we twist the head off until the neck gives out. Try it out. I gotta say, that's not bad. Wonderful smoky flavor coming from the way they cook it. I can't believe how juicy it is on the inside. It's really quite tender and soft. I think I got a brain in there. It tastes brainy.
Yeah, brain in it.
Rats are smart, you know that? Oh. This one tastes really smart. Andrew, I think we should try the fish that you so bravely caught.
That's a great idea.
Grilled rice field loaches. Start with garlic, chilies, and lemongrass, all finely chopped. Then pepper, salt, and MSG.
It's not very fishy at all.
No, that's good. It's juicy, it's yummy. The seasoning he put on there is coming through. And the bones are so thin that it's kind of a nice texture. I don't mind the bones. Andrew, well done.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yes, and you know, the woman that actually did all the work. But well done. We have one final dish that we built up to. It's kind of a bamboo rat gastric acid soup made of the digestive fluid in the rat's intestines.
Bamboo rat gastric acid soup. After the bamboo rat's intestines are extracted and washed, they get chopped up, releasing their contents, including the gastric acid. Think of it like a deeply bitter stomach acid. Yummy, huh? Mix that with chopped ginger and chilies and add it to a pot. Wait until it cooks through. Add water and chopped lime leaves.
Cheers.
Oh, that's interesting. They have put so many herbs in there.
Got like a little bit of that livery taste, but other than that, it's really that leaf that shines through.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the biliness, but it's behind all these other spices. They've mixed it with so many other intense flavors that the bile's having a hard time shining through.
Yeah.
This one was scary to me. When you're looking at the rat, when you're looking at the preparation and the intestine, it's like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten into? What are we doing?
Right.
But I can see they don't look at it as being a lot different from any other creature, and they definitely use everything. I gotta say, it's very amazing for me to see how resourceful everyone is here and how much you're able to do with what you have. And it seems like the way you live is very sustainable, growing your own food, raising your own animals. What kind of stuff do you still have to buy with money?
More things she need to buy is salt or oil. If she have a bit more money, she might buy meat.
That's it?
Yes.
I'm curious, if you had unlimited resources, what is one thing you might want to buy?
She would love to buy a machine to plow the rice field. If you have the machine, you don't lose whole years to take it after the water buffalo just to plow the rice field.
people here are the definition of resourceful.
This is the only one you found without money.
They're not waiting to be saved.
No way.
They're not waiting to be taken care of by a charity or government organization.
These women are so badass.
I know.
They wake up each morning counting on the only people they can count on, themselves and each other.
And the other, she would like to open a store to sell things to the local people.
Miss Me's dream is to one day own a simple convenience store on a main road. So finally, she can relieve herself of work in the fields and let the customers come to her. I hope one day she gets there. Vietnam's northwestern region is renowned for its rolling mountain landscape. Mountains that for generations were nearly impossible to traverse.
You guys very lucky because they have just done with the road.
And so before that, it was just what?
In those hard-to-reach places, isolated tribes practiced and preserved their culture for hundreds of years.
Man, she makes light work of that bamboo.
What they did then
What is in here?
is largely what they still do today.
He's gone.
Another day, another fun food adventure today. Our mission continues here in the northwest of Vietnam. Yesterday, we got to hang out with the Black Hmong people and see how they live. Andrew, for you, which part stood out the most?
Well, I'd say it was definitely the bit where the mother put the rat blood in her daughter's eyes just so that she could see better. That was pretty memorable.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, there are 54 different ethnic groups in Vietnam. All of them are unique in their own way. Today, we're going to be visiting the Thai people.
The Thai are the second largest ethnic minority population in Vietnam, at about 2 million. Unlike the mountain-dwelling Hmong family from our last episode, the Thai people live mostly next to streams and rivers far, far from the city.
You reckon they're gonna have any rats involved this time?
Rats.
Yeah.
We got something much better than rats. We got something that's going to make rat meat look like chicken McNuggets. Can you handle it?
You still questioning me? Can I handle it? Whatever it is, I'm gonna do it first.
You're going to do it first?
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna set the bar so damn high, Sonny. I don't know if you're gonna be able to follow me.
You're stepping up?
I am.
Between us, you are going to be the most culinarily woke.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Don't question my culinarily wokeness.
We're here. It's bright and early in the morning. Ma'am, thank you for having us today. What's your name?
Ging.
Ging? Okay.
Miss Kin has been living in this village for the last 26 years, with over 145 Thai families. She's our host today, giving Andrew and I a closer look into the secret lives of the Thai people.
We have breakfast before us. Can you tell me what you've prepared?
She says she doesn't have much saying for breakfast. She just make this bamboo sticky rice and buffalo skin.
Wait, that's just skin?
Yeah,
Where'd the rest of the buffalo go?
go into someone else's stomach.
Sticky rice is soaked in water for 6 hours, then put in a bamboo tube. Add water, seal it shut with pherinium leaves, and roast it until it starts steaming.
Now this is really thick. I've had bamboo sticky rice before, but it's been a lot thinner. You could beat someone over the head with this. Have you ever beat your children with one of these?
She will use that to bake you.
Okay. Not bad. I mean, it's plain rice, but it's sticky rice, and I like the texture.
Instead of bacon and eggs, a side of sour buffalo skin. This skin is grilled over fire to remove any hair. Then it's boiled for an hour. Cut it into thin slices and mix with galangal, chilies, and salt. Ferment for 7 days, then serve.
Oh my God, dude, that is so sour.
It's sour, but I like it. Where's that sourness come from?
They put a little lemon into it.
Yeah, it tastes like it's naturally fermented.
Right, right.
How often would you eat this?
Then don't eat it very often because they don't have water buffalo often to kill it.
And Moo, when you speak with her, you speak in Mom.
Yes, she only speaks Hmong, Thai, and Vietnamese.
Oh, she only speaks 3 languages.
Yeah.
The Thai have a rich culture, with customs, traditions, and a language all their own. They've lived in what is now known as Vietnam for 1,200 years, mainly concentrated in remote areas of this country's northwest.
One thing that's really unique and very special about this place is you can only get here by bike. There are no main roads out here. Me and Andrew had to take some motorbikes to get out here, and what blows my mind is that everything we see here, this house, the barns, everything was brought, what, by bike? How do they even build a house here?
Their houses are made of wood and sit on stilts, usually with the back leaning on a mountain slope.
You guys very lucky because the house just done with the road, so you can come in with motorbike.
Oh, so we're calling this a road. That little thin strip of concrete we came in on, that's the road. How often are you leaving your home?
She will go to the market 1 or 2 times per week to buy soap, oil, and maybe some garlic.
What kind of food that she's able to get around here?
Something she can get at home is vegetable. Another thing is she can just go to the river to catch the fish.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so.
Ma'am, I have a proposition for you. What if today, me and Andrew help out with procuring the food? What do you think?
She say to catch the fish is the man's job, so she trusts you guys.
Look, we're both strong. One of us is obviously stronger than the other. Which one does she think that is? Yeah, I think I just got picked to go fishing.
She say she trusts that you will get more fish because you're very fat.
That's pang pang. Is that fat?
And fatty.
You're hurting my feelings.
She said that is not rude. People always say if you're fatty, you are not healthy to work on the field, to carry something very heavy. So if her doctor wanted you, she would choose you.
The fat one.
70% of the world's population lives within a few miles of a water source. The Thai are no different. They're known for building homes next to rivers and streams like this.
I'm not exactly sure how this works. I'm with my dude T. How you doing?
Hello. I'm here with Chi Kin. We're going to be cutting down some of this bamboo. Never really felled a tree before, but I'm also a man. I might not be as fat as Sunny, but I think I'm up to the task.
These freshwater veins bring life to the Thai people.
Here?
Freshwater springs are used for drinking.
Yeah, oh God.
It feeds nearby towering thickets of bamboo that can be used in an infinite number of ways.
Okay, we got our tree. We're going to go for it. Man, this stuff is tough.
River water redirected is used to irrigate crops and fill the rice paddies.
She's going to show me a bit more. Oh my God, she's shredding this thing. I'm getting smashed by a 50-year-old woman.
The paddies produce rice, but as a byproduct, they provide fertile grounds for growing crabs and snails.
I can see air. I can see the middle of the tree. The last remaining piece. Woo!
Along this whole river, it's like a beautiful babbling brook with pools here and there. I'm thinking these little pools are areas where fish could be. So he puts the triangle in the water, anywhere he thinks fish might be hiding. He's trying to coax them into the net, and then he's very disappointed to find he's got nothing.
The river contains a bounty of fish.
Keep going, you can do it!
But cultivating the riches this water provides still requires some knowledge and skill.
No, shut up! Oh, this is gonna feed a family of 5. Yeah, see that? That's technically a fish. Nothing. Honestly, this kind of style of fishing is very hit or miss. Come on, fish. I suck at this.
I think I'm doing the right thing here. Oh, that's one big ass piece of bamboo.
I mean, I told Miss Gun that we're gonna help her. She said I'm pang pang. I'm a real fisherman. I can't let her down. We just have to go for it. Okay, here we go. Go.
Now we're continuing to cut it into smaller pieces so we have something that's usable, I imagine, as a cooking vessel. Oh my God, I've ruined this one completely.
Man, this takes more calories to get these fish than you actually burn. Oh, my ass!
I'm getting it now. You need the wrist action. One more piece here.
Yes! Yeah, you got one. Wait, what the? I got a fish! Why is there a fish in my net? Wow! Did you put this here?
Man, she makes light work of that bamboo. This probably took me about a minute, and she did that in 15 seconds.
Oh my God, don't jump. Holy cow. Look how big this is. This is unreal. It turns out it's possible. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of time for not that much food. Wow. Sorry, man. So, we're gonna keep fishing. I think we need a little bit more time. I'll probably do better without the cameras.
Cooking is underway. The fire is ready. Vegetables chopped. The rice is being cooked. But there's one more main course Andrew needs to collect for our meal.
When I was told we're going to be collecting vegetables, this is not exactly what I was thinking. I'm told it's moss. It looks kind of like seaweed. So let's grab some and see what it's like. Jai, batao.
As for the fishing team, we've been rewarded with the bounty of some not-so-fresh fish that were caught long ago.
Oh my God, what is that?
Ooh, that's potent. What is in here?
We call sour fish.
Sour fish. Actually, it smells a little bit like the sour buffalo skin we had for breakfast. Are they using similar ingredients, seasonings inside?
Yes, similar. But the buffalo skin we eat this morning has been cooked before mix, and this one is not.
So this is raw, decomposed fish.
Yes.
It's basically rotten fish and spices.
Yes.
Out here, with no refrigerators, food preservation must be done the traditional way.
How long can you keep the fish in here?
2 đến 3 năm.
2 to 3 years.
Wow, that's a pretty good expiration date.
The fish is seasoned with galangal, lemongrass, chilies, rice powder, and salt. They put it in a clay vessel for 3 to 7 days before serving.
It's kind of like rotten and sour at the same time, but it's kind of enticing. Like, I like it a little bit.
Folks here also get plenty of fresh food too, like this moss. Knowing that it's actually edible is a bonus.
We're sort of just scooping this stuff up, sort of sieving it with your fingers, trying to get as much of the mud out as you can. And that's what it looks like. It's really goopy, not the most appetizing of vegetables. Ăn được không?
Ăn được mà.
Okay, he says. And it kind of tastes like a cabbage or something, you know? Pretty flavorless, very water-filled, pretty nondescript, but yeah, I could eat this. Not bad.
These methods are the best, most sustainable ways to live alongside nature.
Oh.
Ngon.
Ngon.
Tuyệt vời.
But are they the tastiest?
Oh, the scales are still on here?
Scale, yeah.
Well, hi, ba. Yo. It's so tender, it's almost gooey. I think it's great. It's really briny, it's sour. Looking at it, you think it would taste really overwhelmingly fishy. It doesn't.
The juices taste better than I thought.
It certainly has a bold flavor to it, but when you mix that with some herbs, it's real nice. I like it.
Today's lunch consists completely of traditional Thai dishes. First, grilled fish with bitter Thai dipping sauce. Cut the fish open and remove its internal organs. We'll save those for later. Butterfly, then marinate with lemongrass, chilies, perilla leaves, Thai pepper, salt, and minced local stink leaves. Fold it in half, clamp it with a bamboo skewer, and grill for 30 minutes. The fish is just a fish, but the dipping sauce is everything. The main outstanding ingredient, the contents of the fish stomach and intestines. Season with MSG, salt, pepper, perilla, chili, more stink leaves, and lemongrass. Mince it well, then pour the mixture into a bamboo tube. Seal it shut and cook for 20 minutes. Now, Andrew's moss. It's cleaned and chopped into small chunks. Seasoned with garlic, chilies, lemongrass, shallots, and cilantro. That also gets cooked in a bamboo tube. Finally, a fish salad, a bowl full of banana blossoms, fish herbs, and sour juice made from pickling bamboo shoots. The only thing I don't see are the fish.
This looks awesome. I gotta say, I'm proud that Andrew and I were able to make a small contribution during the day. It looks incredible. What do you think?
She said, enjoy, you can start.
Fantastic. First of all, this is a big fish right here. So what kind of fish is this?
The local name we call pa pinto.
The fish has so many seasonings inside. He just dipped it right in there. What is this?
It's the gastric acid.
This is our third gastric acid type contribution to the meal. Whoa, a trembling thumbs up. It looks dark, it looks demonic, it's a bit intimidating. I'm gonna just jump into it. Let's try it out. Oh, that's what kind of tiny bite is that?
All right, come on.
Cheers.
I do like it.
Really?
It's not that bitter.
It is a bit more muted.
Muted?
Yeah.
Mine is full volume, 100.
Really?
It's spicy, it's oily, super heavy, and it definitely has some of that kind of intense bitter flavor. It's not overwhelming, but that's interesting. I mean, I wonder, why not just eat the fish? Why do they need that dipping stuff?
Will be more tasty if you dip into this.
The fish alone is delicious. I like it. They like to turn it up to 11. They're like, why mess around? They have powerful tasting ingredients here.
Right.
This is what Andrew was helping with.
Straight out of the river, it was really plain. So they've clearly baked some herbs, some spices into it, I can see.
I've never had moss in my life. First time.
Whoa, man, that is way more flavor.
That's super delicious.
That is crazy.
You know, it's almost like this moss is like a sponge, ready to soak up all these flavors. They put MSG and garlic, chilies, and all kinds of fun seasonings in here. The texture is almost like a fried spinach, but even more fine somehow.
Yeah, I would eat that all day, every day.
This is good. Long way. So far, so good. I gotta say, I don't see my contribution. We went out fishing and we caught a ton of fish. It took forever.
You caught fish?
We netted fish. I mostly lost fish. And they did not cook them yet. Well, this is what we caught.
So what's next?
What do we do? Do we grill it here?
Cá này mình sẽ ăn sống ạ.
He's saying we're gonna eat it like this.
Are they f***ing with us?
Dude, that's a big fish, bro.
I just feel like we're being pranked right now. I don't know what's going on.
There's no way.
All right, so he grabbed the fish, he put it in the salad, he pinches it together with the salad.
Dude, what is going on?
No, I want to eat that. I want to eat that.
I'm home.
Hơi mặn một chút.
A little bit salty. That's his only critique. Andrew, go ahead.
Bro, are we legit gonna do this?
Yeah. What are you waiting on?
What are we gonna do here? Are you...
Oh, that one's microscopic.
Well,
Oh, it's
I'm not
so
gonna
tiny.
do a big one, bro.
It's swimming in the salad. It's alive.
Okay, come on, Andrew.
You don't have to do it.
I'm doing this shit,
I
man.
mean, you said early on.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna do it first. And I'm gonna set the bar so damn high, Sonny, I don't know if you're gonna be able to follow me. I think I'm being trolled. Oh, it's kicking. Don't move.
Don't think about it. Just give it one firm bite to kill it. Is it swimming in your mouth? Just try to enjoy it a little bit. Andrew, don't be rude.
Before you get the wrong idea, you should know that this is not a common dish at all.
Those bones, bro. The fins, you gotta munch this.
The woman of this house has never even tried
Are
it.
the bones thick?
You can feel it with your tongue.
Yeah.
This is what I would call dude food.
Shot of booze.
Something a select few men challenge each other to eat when they've had a bit too much to drink.
Oh man, I'm never doing that again.
So anyways, I think we get it.
No, what do you mean?
We get the idea.
No, there's no way. No.
I should do it?
Yeah.
Currently, I haven't had enough to drink.
Are you usually drunk before you do this?
Đúng rồi. Vì quên đi cảm giác sợ hãi. Quên đi cảm giác sợ hãi.
He said, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not drunk at all. Okay.
The key is to give them one strong, humane, life-ending chomp.
It's harder than I thought. It's so big.
I've had some experience noshing on live animals before. Coconut worms in Vietnam's Mekong Delta. Live shrimp salad in Thailand.
Oh, I missed it.
But those things were small. This is a whole fish.
Right, come on. You got this. Just keep munching.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh, there's some part left over. What is that? Can I be honest? There was a moment of hesitation. In the end, I'm glad I did it. The flavor itself is fascinating because there's something very bitter in the fish. And I don't know if it's just the guts. I'm eating everything.
Yeah.
My first bite, I tried to do like the death blow immediately.
Yeah. It's concerning when it's in the chopsticks and it's still moving around. But once it's in the mouth, you're like, all right, we're most of the way there. Let's just keep things moving.
So how many shots would you usually have had before you're eating that?
Mỗi người thì cũng được chắc tầm nửa lít này là.
He drinks like half a liter of alcohol before he gets in the mood to kill fish with his mouth. This is really out there.
It's starting to fall in line though.
I'm blown away in general by just how much they get from the river and how resourceful people are with everything they have. The whole meal comes from the river, the moss, these fish, this big grilled fish.
Once again, it seems pretty like self-sustaining.
This village's river, just a few footsteps from the home we're in right now, brings life to this community.
You've lived here for almost 25 years. Has the flow of water changed since you came here?
Around Southeast Asia, there's a reoccurring conflict. People living upstream dam, irrigate, take, and use river water with little to no concern for those living downstream.
The river has been changed a lot. They have built huge power stations in this area.
Right.
So the water is start to get less and less If they don't have good water anymore, then the rice fields cannot grow.
Right, it's the entire lifeline to the whole community. It's the rice, it's every food we see in front of us. It's everything.
For now, this God-made geological feature remains a consistent source of vitality. However, the future is unknown.
Guys, thank you so much for scaring the crap out of my friend Andrew and offering us a bit of your food and a lot of your culture. Thank you.
She's saying so happy, welcome, and please come back.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it again.
Our tribal food mission continues in Vietnam's isolated northwestern highlands.
Andrew, tonight you are going to be dining on... That's on my arm!
Learning how and why
Oh, I mean, look at those legs!
the most bizarre traditional Thai recipes are still around today.
Right now we are on our way to Son La. So far we've had the chance to see a lot of the traditions and people's homes, the way they live personally. But the northwest of Vietnam is also really famous for its markets. Have you ever even heard of an insect market?
An insect market?
Wow, there's a guy who has to get around us. Hold on. Enjoy. And we're back. So I've had most bugs that you can imagine, but this place has a crap load of bugs I have never seen before.
I'm not feeling that open-minded anymore.
What insects have you eaten already?
I have eaten a bug with you before.
It has egg inside.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Okay, so it's gonna be like that times 10. You excited?
Damn it.
Son La is a mountainous province located in the heart of northwestern Vietnam. This area has been populated by the Thai people for hundreds of years. Over time, they've managed to preserve their way of life, their culture, and food. Food that most people where I grew up wouldn't give a second glance.
This is the tiniest fried frog I've ever seen. Cheers. It's a weird breakfast.
That's not an insect, Sonny.
This is the buy-in to the market. If you can't get past this level, honestly, there's no point in even going.
Huh.
Right now we're warming up with a table full of creepy cuisine, traditional delicacies that have been around in this area since forever.
Here, ant eggs. Actually, I think ant eggs are really good. Ants can be used as a seasoning. They can have this really amazing kind of lime, citrusy taste to them.
Boil the ant eggs in water, then stir fry with betel leaves, shallots, and fish sauce.
What's this?
Bandap and Chang? Banda?
Okay, I'm glad I brought you on this trip. You gotta get up under there.
That's great.
The eggs are kind of chalky, almost like an egg yolk that's been hard boiled.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pate. You'd never know what that was if you weren't told.
I think there's a scale with bugs. There's easier and there's harder, for sure. And eggs are like a 1.
Yeah.
Crickets, grasshoppers, it's like a 2, a 3. Here, these are stink bugs. I would say stink bugs are like a 3.
Really? They smell like ass, man.
When have you ever smelled a stink bug's ass?
These stink bugs are fried in hot oil, then seasoned with fish sauce, MSG, lemongrass, lime leaves, and chilies.
Dude, there's some like weird aftertaste. I just can't handle it. It's not a bitter taste. It's got like that silky feel in your mouth.
Wash it down.
Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
The good thing is they fry it so much that you can crunch right through it. There's a little bit of a gush. I think it's not that bad. Andrew,
Yeah.
you've done it. You passed the test. On to level 2. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
But you should, I don't want to be rude. Can you like take those with you?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Around the world, several cultures still maintain a bug-eating tradition to this day.
Holy sh!
But in many Western countries, creepy crawlers have gone from a serious source of protein to a bizarre snack for the brave few.
To be fair, we're here to document the cooking process. There's no way that,
In this village and in this house, bugs aren't just an optional side dish. They're a way of life, and there's no one better at wheeling and dealing bags of bugs than this woman. Big or small, or fanged and ferocious, folks around here know her as
the queen of bugs. Yes. Hi.
This is Home, one of the most productive vendors at her local market. You'll learn her secret soon.
Why did you choose this as a side job? Gary Vee would say a side hustle. Yeah. Right? Do you watch Gary Vee?
Yeah. Chị ơi, tại sao mà kiểu
By her side,
chị lại chọn
Nguyen,
làm
our Vietnamese translator and food enthusiast.
Chị cũng không biết. The Thai people like to eat the bug, but gradually there's more and more people want to try it. She thinks that it is a good way to earn money for the family.
Do you get high on your own supply?
Bữa nào cũng muốn ăn.
Oh, every day.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right here we have a bag of stag beetles. Oh God, they're crawling out to insurrection. They're coming over the Capitol walls.
Her business here goes on year-round, but every season there's a new hot item. Stag beetles, stink bugs, crickets, or grasshoppers. On a good day, she can make up to $15.
How much would this whole bag cost? This probably weighs close to 2 pounds.
It's about $6 or $7.
That seems like an incredible value.
Right.
I would say these are kind of intimidating. These are maybe more like a 5 out of 10. We're looking for something like a 10 out of 10.
Do you want to see it?
Oh, it's right there. That's convenient.
Here. Oh. In a giant pot.
These are tarantulas. These two are in the defensive position. They have like 4 of their legs up. Oh, she made them fight in here. So people eat these tarantulas.
Yes.
How much does a tarantula sell for?
50,000 Vietnam.
50,000?
Oh, that's way better business.
So about $2 for a spider.
Yeah.
Although that's a lot harder to catch. You want to know how I know?
How?
Could you pick one up real quick?
Oi. Oi, buddy.
I'm telling you, this is why they're expensive.
Not want to be picked up, huh?
Oh, there's a big furry MFer right here. Dude. That is so fuzzy. How do you...
It have a really big.
Yeah, I'm getting
the heebie-jeebies, man.
Me too,
Flies are
dude.
landing on me. I'm
This is
freaking
crazy.
out. Are these venomous?
Chị chưa bị cắn vào.
Oh, she have never been bitten. The queen bird cannot be bitten by a spider.
Oh, I like it.
So right now you're getting ready to go to market. Can you tell us how your day-to-day bug selling works?
Con này buổi tối đi
She
soi.
go out at night to collect it and bring to the market at 10 or 11. Yeah.
Does she usually sell out at the market?
Yes.
I want to comment on your hair. You have striking hair. It stands out. It's just the most giant bun I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is this a recent trend? It seems like it's probably been going on for a while.
Anh muốn hỏi về cái tắc.
The Thai people have sub-tribes, most commonly the white Thai and the black Thai, each with their own distinctive customs.
In Vietnam, for the black Thai women, when they get married, they will have to have this hairstyle to show the other man that they already get married. So don't touch her.
The black Thai women believe a woman's bun shows her loyalty and respect for her husband.
How long is your hair right now?
Đây đến đây.
Below the butt?
Yes.
Wow.
The bigger the bun, the more prosperous the family.
How do you wear a helmet? Do you just sort of perk it on top? Do you cut a hole in it? How does that work?
A custom worth doing is worth preserving. Here, Thai women have found creative ways to maintain their tradition while also adhering to modern traffic laws.
We, along with the Bug Queen, have just arrived here at Nasi Market. Almost all the vendors here are black Thai. You can really tell because they have that hairstyle, the giant bun wrapped up on top. Some of them decorate it, some have a scarf, some accessorize it. It's a dead giveaway that you're at a black Thai market.
Nasi Market is a buzz with business between 1 to 6 p.m. 7 days a week. Here, you can find your usual mundane grocery list items, vegetables, fresh fruit, and meat. But when you go a little bit deeper, you'll stumble into their more offbeat offerings.
This is one of the most terrifying insect creations I've ever seen in my life. Here, a dragonfly larva. On my insect scale, I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. It's up there.
Dragonfly larvae live and breathe in water. After taking a few years to molt and mature, they spring forth from the water and soon take on their adult form. However, they can also be made into a salad.
Just a dragonfly on its own. It looks creepy, like a little cockroach. Is this good? Yeah? That smile, how can you deny that smile?
While Sonny's inside trying to find something insect related to eat, I'm out here trying to find something that is, well, preferably not insect. So what this is a giant pouch filled with grilled fish eggs.
This nice little package contains carp eggs, wrapped in Ferrillium leaves and grilled over hot coals.
Oh man, And that is not what I expected at all. Maybe I've made the wrong decision here.
All right, this spoonful right here has like 8 or 10 larvae in it.
Here we go, let's find out.
Cheers.
There's definitely a fishy flavor. It's got a real strong garlicky taste, and now the spices are kicking in. The eggs are really tiny. I've got to admit, this is the kind of meal I could get down with. Safe decision, not insects.
Now, I don't know if they're biting me or they're just spiky. Nothing wrong with the flavor. The pickle juice that's in there, it's a little spicy, it's very salty. It's more the fact that I'm just chewing on live dragonfly larva. That's kind of the main hang-up I have right now. This is a lot more bugs than it would usually have. They asked me, I said, I want more protein. I'm in bulking season right now.
In 2014, this market was built for local folks to more safely and comfortably hawk their goods, including bugs. But bug selling here goes way back.
How long ago was it that you began selling anything?
This is Miss E, one of the first vendors to start selling on this street.
She said that about 30 years ago.
What was she selling at that time?
She saw almost everything she can find, like the ant eggs and some other kind of insect. When she started, some other people see that it can get a lot of profit from the bug, so they follow her and they do like she do.
These days, getting modern farm-raised meat is easier and cheaper than ever. Yet, the demand for these insects keeps increasing. They've become an indispensable part of the Thai diet, and now city folks are paying to get their hands on them too. Thanks to modern technology and an entrepreneurial spirit, the Queen of Bugs is able to advertise her wares well beyond the confines of this market, thanks to daily live streaming. This way, she can show off her inventory all over the country in real time.
Well, Andrew, so many people here are selling insects.
Yeah.
I think we can help out the market by buying insects. I'll buy an insect that you have to eat, and you'll buy something that I have to eat.
All right, challenge accepted. Em ơi, cái này là gì? Oh, I don't understand at all. That accent was really thick. Look, Sonny, he eats extreme food for a living.
It's so good.
And I think I found the perfect food to challenge him. Has he eaten 3 pounds of worms? Yellow worms? I doubt it. I wouldn't want to be eating this, that's for damn sure.
Right now, Andrew is roaming around the market looking for an insect or some kind of crawling creature that's gonna freak me out. And I don't think he's gonna be able to top this right here. This is something I have never seen before. Andrew?
I have silkworm pupa.
I think I could do this.
Really? I thought you'd be surprised.
Oh, I mean, what? That's crazy. Andrew, tonight you are going to be dining on... Ah! That's on my arm!
What is that?
You're going to be dining on cicada.
Cicadas are the loudest insect in the jungle.
What do you think this is going to be out of 10?
Good 859.
Distinguished by their stout bodies, broad heads, clear membraned wings, and large compound eyes.
Hold it.
I don't want to hold that.
I'll just put it on you.
No. Jesus Christ, man. Still alive, dude.
I have no idea how this is going to be prepared. We're actually going to head back to the home of the Bug Queen, and whatever she does, I'm going to eat it. I'm looking for a similar commitment.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Let's go.
All right, I'm not going to do that same ending every time. Yeah.
Dinner is underway, and Miss Home is serving up some authentic black Thai recipes. First, Andrew's cute contribution. Silkworms stir-fried with garlic. Wait for the worms to plump up, absorbing all the seasoning. Then add thinly sliced lime leaves. Yum! Now, my contribution. Cooked up hot pot style with her own special broth. A spicy, savory pork bone creation served with enoki mushrooms, veggies, and live cicadas.
We're here. I'm very excited. Ji Home, did you have a good day at the market today?
So almost everything.
Heck yeah.
Very good.
Here we have the cicadas.
She made it clean, so you just put it into the hot
Oh,
pot.
she cleaned them already. Hold on. Oh yeah, they look fresh. Ready for the prom. Oh, they don't like it.
Ooh, buddy.
They're making some sounds. They're vibrating.
Doesn't make it more appetizing though when you see it moving
Oh,
around.
that's what you're worried about. I thought you were worried about them. You're worried about you.
Yeah.
While this is cooking, can we try out these worms? Just scrape it in here.
Thai people, they often eat the worm with the sticky rice.
That looks great.
Yeah.
A little bit of a rice bite, a little bit of a silkworm bite. 1, 2, 3. They're so creamy and peanut buttery at first. It's like Jiffy peanut butter, Andrew.
Too gushy, bro.
She cooked it, Andrew. She's right here.
I know.
Okay. But it has this kind of very earthy, dank, sour flavor to it.
Yeah, you were pretty spot on with the peanut butter as well.
It is a 10 out of 10 gush. But it doesn't have a face, it doesn't have wings, it doesn't have legs. It's a good entry bug. The cicadas are in here, they're still boiling away, and they've become more dark in color.
Oh, God. You know what gets me is the eyes.
Yeah, tell me the right way. Do I just raw dog? One bite, sorry, I shouldn't use that word. Do I just go just straight 100%, or do we mix it with a mushroom or rice? This lady's a real deal.
Yeah, badass.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Let's go.
A lot of little legs and stuff.
Chewy.
Just stuff hanging off it. Antenna? How many antennae does this thing have?
Just the wings?
That's fingernail material right there.
Oh my God. Yeah, keep chewing.
This has just soaked up the flavor of the broth. It doesn't really have any flavor of its own.
No, but the texture's just kind of rough.
It almost just feels like an empty vessel, like nothing's inside. It looked way more intimidating. Once you put it in your mouth, you're like, not that big of a deal.
Not so bad.
That's the end of mine and Andrew's insect offerings, but definitely not the end of this meal.
Bro.
Remember those spiders from earlier? Or should I say tarantulas? This is the final boss.
This is not what I'm looking forward to.
We have to go for it. There's 4 tarantulas, 4 people. I mean, what do you think?
Yes, I want to try too.
Pretty confident.
Yeah. Oh my God. It is done for. Its legs just kind of curl up. I gotta say, this is either the high point or the low point of my life. I can't figure out which one, but it's very exciting.
Anh đuổi trước đi.
Okay. Or they're so gushy. Dude, there's like a week's worth of spider webs in that butt.
It's not like liquidy gush, it's kind of meaty.
If I'm being honest, the flavor is kind of good. It's almost like a shrimp or something. But the texture, I'm picturing like a ball full of webbing in there, and that's hard to wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Now, if we were done now, I'd be ecstatic. Show us the next step.
What?
You just literally eat the rest. I thought she would break it down more. If they can do it, we can do it. It's food of Mother Nature. It's here for us to eat. Let's enjoy.
Let's go.
Cheers.
There's no doubt that this way of life is likely very different from your own.
The legs, lots of legs. So legs are hard, almost a little bony.
Similar to the cicada in that it's a lot of work to eat.
Right, the first bite was the best because it's a gush, but then you get it over with. What is crunchy? What am I crunching on?
I think maybe the fang.
The fangs, I think so too.
Before you criticize the traditions here,
The butt is the part to eat.
you might want to reflect on your own values.
Andrew, we did it. We're still here, and we're better for it. Oh my God.
I'm still going.
If you value nature, reduced consumption, and living sustainably, well, you won't find anyone around the globe living much more sustainably than this.
I'm starting to see why you eat this way. I mean, it's free, it's available, it's provided by nature.
It's very sustainable.
I don't want to hear any of those people who are going psycho about climate change to talk about this being disgusting.
Right.
This is the definition of sustainability.
It's more the visuals, isn't it?
Yes, it's all about the visuals, but the reality is once you get through one, I could eat another one, and it would be 10 times easier.
Yep.
Our Highland food mission continues in Vietnam's isolated northwest. Today, we're at it again,
You excited?
learning how
Oh, yeah.
and why
What? You eat that?
the most extreme white Thai recipes have survived for generations.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Mr. Sunny.
Today our focus is on Vietnam's national animal. Any guesses as to what that is?
The mosquito.
Yeah, that's a good guess. It is not that. Some animal that you've seen all around dotting the Northwest.
Water buffalo?
The water buffalo.
Water buffalo are of incredible cultural, economic, and historical importance to Vietnamese people. Domesticated more than 5,000 years ago, they serve largely as a powerhouse source of labor.
So you don't often see it being eaten, but sometimes it is eaten. And actually, now in modern days, it's becoming more and more common to eat this. Today, we're gonna find out why.
Soon, we'll be trying some intense, extreme Thai food. But first, we're visiting the birthplace of traditional Thai cooking, a Thai home kitchen. In this white Thai village, many families slaughter and smoke an entire buffalo once a year. I'm here to learn why. The Thai are the second largest ethnic group in Vietnam, 1.5 million strong. Among them, the Black Thai, who we met last time, and the White Thai, who we're meeting today.
We have just entered the house of a White Thai family, and right now I'm in the kitchen. Now, there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye at first glance. Let me show you. First of all, in the center of the kitchen, they have a fire, which doesn't seem like a big deal, except for the whole house is made out of wood.
Typically, White Thai houses are made of wood collected from nearby forests. They sit on huge wooden stilts, around 7 feet high.
Potentially, these fires could be going all day. That's perfect because that's exactly what you need to smoke meat. If you look up here, it's like a beef closet. What do you have hanging in your closet? I bet it's not beef. But it's not just beef that they're smoking. Here, this is the front guard of a fan. You'll see these used all over Vietnam, not actually on fans, because if you take it off the fan, it makes a great basket. Yes, your 5-year-old is probably gonna stick their hand in a fan and lose a finger, but still, you have a cool basket. So in this fan guard basket, we have a smoked chicken. It's looking kind of hard and dried out. So in a second, we're gonna actually try this smoked chicken and this smoked beef. You excited? Look at that excitement. First of all, what is your name?
Vàng Thị Hải.
You can call her Hai.
Dining with us today, the house owner, Miss Hai.
Hello, Hai. How old are you?
Cô sinh năm 60.
61 years old.
61.
Wow.
What is your secret to long-term youth and vitality?
Cái gì đâu.
She don't know, just live here with the nature, so she always feel relaxed and happy with the life.
I'm so interested and fascinated by the buffalo people are eating in this area. By this time, we've traveled all over the Northwest, and it seems almost every home has a buffalo, but the buffaloes are being utilized in some way, and so I don't see almost anybody eating the buffalo. But here, among the White Thai people, this seems to be a tradition. How old were you when you first saw a buffalo being slaughtered and preserved in this way?
12 tuổi thì
Ever since she was about 12, she learned how to make this kind of meat.
Before refrigeration was invented, smoking meat helped Thai people survive and thrive. Smoking allowed them to preserve protein year-round while killing any harmful bacteria, thus preventing food poisoning.
Should we try this out?
Let's go for it, man. I'm excited.
Months ago, this buffalo meat was smoked and dried. Now, she's gonna bring it back to life. First, she heats it up over fiery coals, then tenderizes it by smashing it with a stone. As it softens up, she's able to shred it into thin strips. On the side, an intensely flavored traditional Thai dip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god. Dude, that's got way more of like a South African biltong flavor to it. Like a little bit of that gaminess.
I like the sauce, just a little bit fresh and a little bit peppery, just gives some zest to it. And this is great. Since she's heated it up, it's like releasing all the oils from the buffalo.
Super good.
Do you own a refrigerator?
bây giờ hỏng rồi.
It used to have a one fridge, but now it's just broken, so it cannot use it anymore.
So she used to have one.
Yes.
She was like, we don't need that.
Yeah, she has no use for it.
If they have some fresh meat and they don't want to use it now, they will hang it to make it smoked.
Well, that's what they've done here with this chicken.
To prepare the smoked chicken, she cuts it into bite-sized pieces and stir-fries it with ginger and a bit of water to rehydrate it.
But chickens are so small. It's easy to kill a chicken and a family can just eat the whole thing. So why smoke a chicken?
Ăn gác bếp thì nó.
Because they love the smell of the smoked chicken.
Let's try it out. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
That's really good.
It has a really satisfying deep smokiness.
It sort of tastes a bit more like a duck or a goose, not really like a chicken.
Right. This is fantastic. I love seeing where the tradition comes from and then how it's kind of transformed over the years and become much more popular meat. And it all started with this tradition that kind of came out of necessity for the white Thai people. Very cool.
Due to Vietnam's rapid development, this way of life and these customs may not go on forever. But one woman is doing her part to not only conserve her culture, but to share its most unique foods with outsiders.
Andrew,
Sonny,
I came here under this house, one, because it's raining, but two, to introduce you to our next guest. Thank you for joining us today, ma'am. Go ahead, handshake.
Meet Miss Chow, a local white Thai. She started a restaurant in her home 4 years ago. Here, she serves tasty classics, but also the most daring Thai delicacies you'll ever try.
they look gnarly, man.
They look gnarly. It's one of the most creepy bugs I've ever seen. So these are a kind of water centipede. I'm so curious about this. I'm guessing you didn't just make up this recipe recently. When is the first time you tried this?
Món sâu đá này là gắn liền với tuổi thơ của mình.
This cat food is a part of her childhood. Ever since she was a little girl, she started to catch this one and bring back home and cook it.
These centipedes are native to this area. They're carnivorous creatures, preying on worms and other insects. Folks here pluck them straight from the river, bring them home, and invite them to dinner.
Andrew, I think we should both grab one right now.
Bro, how do you stop it from biting us?
You go quickly behind its head and you grab it so it can't turn around to bite you. Should I go first?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I see one here. Oh, it's trying.
Oh, man.
It's trying.
Oh, dude.
It's trying its best to twist around and bite me.
Your turn, Andrew.
Oh, hey, come on. Right, I got it.
You proud of that?
Oh, my one's more lively. Yours is like half dead.
What? Mine's ready to take down a horse.
I don't know.
Andrew, we need to try it.
Dude, this is one of the most revolting creatures I've ever seen.
But so is a coconut worm, and we've had coconut worms raw before. This is part of the trip. You have a small one, I have a giant one. It's fine.
Okay.
So I think we just go for it.
Okay.
You ready?
All right, ready.
Here we go.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
No.
What?
Yeah, she said that we need to cook it.
Oh, you don't eat it like this?
No.
All right, so I'm just gonna put that back. All right.
Jesus, that's a relief.
So Andrew, I can see you're a little traumatized by this. There's a couple things we're eating today.
Yeah.
So I will handle this, and you can handle the poisonous plants. Sound good?
The what?
There's a plant, it's poisonous.
Oh.
You're gonna help with that.
All right, plants. I can do plants.
All right.
See ya.
All right, while Andrew is preparing plants, I'm preparing the freaking, what is it, centipede, millipede, caterpillar? The nightmare centipede, demonic millipede. It's one of those. What's the actual name?
Water centipede.
Oh, it's a water centipede. It's a cute, quaint name, considering it looks like something that crawled up through hell and ended up here on Earth.
Bây giờ là bắt đầu rửa.
Yeah. What?
Okay, guys, so given that I have been tasked with dealing with the supposedly poisonous plant, I've been doing some Googling, and what we have here is a plant known as Geletium or yellow jasmine.
Yellow jasmine is native to China and Southeast Asia. All parts of this plant are poisonous due to a high concentration of alkaloids.
Here in Vietnam, however, there are two varieties. Luckily for us, what I've been told is that the other variety, hopefully the one we're about to eat, is less poisonous and thus edible. So that's good to know.
The way she works with these, she's so slick, she's so smooth, going from one to the next, not getting bit. It's very impressive.
If they weren't scary enough, the centipede's two front legs contain venom. For insects, this means certain death. But for humans, this venom could cause extreme, mild irritation.
Is it gonna kill you? Probably not. No, the vegetables are what's gonna kill us today. But it'll hurt, it'll be inconvenient, and nobody wants that. Oh, did you want help? Okay, she's like, can you do something besides talk? Oh, Jesus, they're still very much alive. So do that? We're literally rubbing their bellies.
Rồi đấy.
What's that
Cầm
mean?
đầu nó này mình.
One interesting story I was told in preparation for this is that when there is a young local couple around here that is deeply in love and their parents ban them from getting married, they will sometimes use this leaf to commit suicide.
Being poisoned by yellow jasmine is not a pleasant experience. Its effects can be felt soon after ingestion, leading to a painful death by asphyxiation.
Yeah, it's very tragic in a very Romeo and Juliet fashion.
All right, so that looks fantastic. They're still alive and they're happier than ever because now they're ready for the big feast.
Bây giờ mình đi nấu.
All right, we are in the kitchen, and this is the most exciting part of the centipede preparing process. She's gonna take big, goopy chopstickfuls and shallow fry them in the hot oil. This is probably the best way to prepare an insect, is just to really fry it, get it crunchy, and hopefully it's gonna taste like French fries. Hopefully she has mayonnaise. Em có mayonnaise không? I do not think she has mayonnaise. Ma'am, what an honor. I know many have come here before me, but does everyone get to sit down here with you? I think not. Let's take a look at the spread here. So we've got buffalo, chicken, tri-color sticky rice. Over here, I was really curious about this. So this is the plant Andrew was kind of helping with.
Right.
He told me a little bit about it. It's a potentially poisonous plant. It looks harmless now. It just looks like a bunch of fried up spinach with garlic. Is this from the garden or from the wild?
Rau này mình cũng trồng.
In the past, it's just a wild plant, but then the people find out that they can eat this. So they bring it to the garden and plant it, and it become a vegetable for the daily life of the people here.
How many people did it take to find that out?
A lot of people die of mistaking this vegetable with the other one.
They do?
Yes, because in Vietnamese, they all call it lá ngón.
Both?
Yes, the same name.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. How about call one of them poison kill plant and the other one broccoli?
Stir-fried heartbreak grass. After the leaves are cut, they get stir-fried with salt and MSG. Add an egg and mix until it's cooked, and definitely not full of poison.
All right, let's try it out.
Oh, it's bitter.
A little bit. Now the leaf is very firm. Even after cooking, it's a thick leaf, almost like a lime leaf in thickness.
Oh, and it has a powerful aftertaste.
Yeah, a little bitter. Obviously she's kind of dressed it up with some salt, some garlic, so the tastes are great. Do you know anybody who's actually died or been poisoned?
Người Thái thì không, nhưng mà
No one in the village and the surrounding areas die because of eating the other side of the poisonous leaf, because they have some tip to recognize them.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this. So I gotta say, it has reduced in size from the frying. It does look crunchy, which is nice. And last of all, it's not moving anymore. It's just very docile and calm at this moment. It's almost in a meditative state. Oh wait, no, it's just dead. Right. Should we try it?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
It's like a French fry.
Dude, that's surprisingly
Oh.
pretty. No?
Wait till you get to the end. It is like an old pate.
Yeah, it kicks in right at the end.
Yeah, in the beginning you're like, maybe it's like
Yeah.
a French fry. Oh, it's not like a French fry at all.
Right, at the beginning it's like really good, and then there's this really strange aftertaste.
So surprising. Usually when you fry bugs like grasshoppers or crickets, there's really no flavor left. These, it's not the case. Lots of flavor. Beyond that, the legs are kind of over fried, so they crunch like you're chewing on soot.
I can't believe how strong the flavor is. I mean, all of the bugs we've had have kind of been nondescript, but this has a really distinct, pate-like livery flavor.
People think I don't share with my team. Honestly, all the rest of this is for the team. You guys can have the chicken too, but you have to eat all of it together. Fair? Fair? Oh, we're getting a thumbs down on that one. All right. This was fantastic. It has been such a revelation to hang out with the people here. The way that people live off the land, the way they're so resourceful, the way they have so much joy and kind of lightheartedness in everything they do. It's really a model for how the world should be. You don't see people here waiting around to get help. Everyone here works hard, they bust their ass.
And they look great.
It's really impressive. So I'm blown away by you, by your food, and by the white Thai people in general.
You don't need a time machine to travel back in time. Yes, folks here have motorbikes, phones, and Facebook. But life now is largely the same as it was generations ago. Being among these people teaches you about humanity, and their food tells a story of resourcefulness and innovation in the face of adversity. Our Highland food mission continues in Vietnam's isolated northwest. Today, we're at it again, traveling back in time as we head to one of the world's most isolated markets.
It's really unsettling. It's putting me on edge.
Andrew, good morning, my man.
Good morning, Mr. Sunny.
Another day, another fun food video, if we can get to our next location. Because right now, we are traveling through the second most dangerous pass in all of Vietnam. How do you feel about my ability to host the show and drive the second most dangerous pass in Vietnam at the same time?
You know, just keep your eyes forward a little bit.
But then the camera can't see my face. Right now, we are on our way to Bac Ha City. This is a really interesting place. It's kind of a huge melting pot of all these different cultures all in one place. From there, we're gonna be able to explore so many different new ethnic groups that we've not yet discovered.
For example?
So far, we visited the Black Hmong people. Today, we're gonna be visiting the White Hmong people.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
Huh.
So we're gonna go find out. So we are just entering the village right now. Look at this. Half the village is out here trying to help prepare the fields for something.
Chị ơi, chị làm gì? Đang làm gì?
Đang trồng ngô.
Oh, dude, they're sowing corn.
In most of Asia, rice is king, but in these parts, it's all about the corn. Corn grows much more easily in this harsh terrain. It doesn't require as much water as rice, and it's calorie dense.
The way you know that they have a lot of corn here is instead of rice wine, you often will drink corn wine.
Which is even more potent.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Andrew and I are on a mission to discover one of Asia's most hard-to-reach mountain markets. But first, we're stopping at the home of a White Hmong market vendor. Her name is Miss Chat, and every afternoon, she prepares the food she'll sell at the market the next day. It starts with corn.
Today, we're gonna make, you know, there's not exactly a good translation for the name of this food. They were calling it kind of a corn powder. It all starts here on the mill. And begin.
This staple Hmong dish is called men men.
I could totally reach that.
It was consumed more in the past when rice was less available and more difficult to grow.
And she's gonna flip the switch. Oh!
Now it's found mostly in markets, where folks from near and far can get a taste of the past.
The corn goes from this hopper here, and then it goes to the bottom of this giant rotating stone. Once it's between these two stones, it just gets ground into a dust. There used to be places here where you'd put wood and manually grind the corn. Now they have a motor, and so it's much easier than it used to be.
After the corn is turned into a fine powder, it gets strained to get rid of any lumps. Then mixed with water and steamed in a wood trunk for 20 minutes.
First of all, thank you so much for having us here today. Andrew, if I may back up for a second, you know, there are 54 different ethnic groups in Vietnam. 4 of those are Hmong. She belongs to the White Hmong tribe. But I'm curious, what sets the White Hmong people apart from other tribes in this area?
When they pass away, their clothes for the funeral is a white. So that's we call the White Hmong.
I understand you grow food around here, you sell the food. How did you learn this recipe? Is this something that was passed down from generation to generation?
We learn from the parents.
I'm assuming her parents learned from their grandparents and she learned from her parents.
Yeah.
And Andrew, today, we're gonna learn from her.
Oh, I can't wait.
Tell her that she's my mom today and that she will pass the tradition to me. The men men is about half done steaming. She's gonna dump it out right here. When you touch it, it feels like cornmeal. It's kind of coarse and a bit dry still. So she's adding some more water and then really massaging it. She's mostly putting water on her hand as it burns. It's not funny. That's my mom. So she's gonna take it from here, put it back in the steamer. It's gonna finish steaming, and once it's all the way done, it's ready to take to the market tomorrow. This is crazy. So we're at the market now. What is the name of this market?
Long Phi Market.
Long Phi?
Yes.
Sorry, there's a lot of pig screaming. It's a little hard to hear you.
This is Lum Phin Market, one of the few locations where you can find several of Vietnam's ethnic groups rubbing shoulders and engaging in good old-fashioned commerce. If they can make it, breed it, or grow it, then they'll strap it to a motorbike and sell it here.
What are people selling in the whole market?
They sell many different things, food.
This is Ah, spelled simply A. Today, she'll be our bridge to those who speak only in the Hmong language.
Did you get any of that? I just hear a pig screaming.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
The thing with pigs is like, you could tickle them or torture them and you get the same sound. It sounds like there's pigs being tortured all over.
Correct.
They're just being picked up. Why do some people have a cage and she has pig bags?
It's easier to carry.
Oh, so she just throws the pig in a bag, puts it on her bike, and rides all the way here.
Yes.
Can I take a look at this pig?
Is this a good pig?
Yeah, it's good looking pig.
How can you tell?
Little bit chubby and a little bit healthy.
Do these rules apply for humans too? I'm a little bit chubby and just a little bit healthy only.
While we've been shopping for little piggies, Miss Cha has set up her stall and is serving her customers in this market's food court.
There's a logistical issue in being a food vendor at a market like this. She comes here on a bike, not a truck. So she brings half the food and then half the food she makes here. The men men is made beforehand. Some of her pork she'll actually get from a vendor here and cook it here. And then there's this. This is the tofu she started making yesterday. At her home, all she did was grind the soybeans. Here, she's added water, some herbs, and boiled it for an hour. And then that is going to be served with the men men. Sounds like a good breakfast, right? Good morning. This is beautiful. This is all food that you've made today. Do you like eating your own cooking?
She loves it. That's why she made it.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's great.
So this is called men men. How do we eat that? Do we just eat it plain?
Yeah, just eat it.
All right, let's try it out. Oh, it's so dry. I don't mean this in a disparaging way. First of all, it's a beautiful looking dish, but it's very, very dry.
It's super dry.
It's like eating sawdust almost. Like it soaks up all your spit, and then you need this. So you mix it with the tofu. Now, tofu tastes good. It tastes like silky tofu, but it is a bit bland. I think this is all the flavor right here. What is going on in this bowl?
It's chili sauce.
I'm gonna get a nice healthy chunk of it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, cheers. Okay, so that's all the flavor. That is spicy. My mouth is ablaze already.
I went from like no flavor to flavor overload.
Man, if you just ate that alone or ate that alone, you'd be so disappointed about the combination.
That's right.
Here, this is the star, the trotters. How does she prepare these?
After the pork trotters are boiled for 2 hours, she cuts them into thin slices and seasons the meat with her secret spices and lime leaves.
That is crazy good. I can't believe how tender the trotter's gotten.
Yeah, these are great. It's a real hearty breakfast.
You'd be full all day.
I think that's the point. How many years have you been working here selling?
It's around 20 years.
20 years is a long time. How has the market changed over the 20 years?
She said it's changing a lot. Every year it's just growing bigger and bigger, and more people sell it.
More people, more selling.
From here, we're gonna meet a cultural guru. So he's gonna show us some of his traditions and talk about how they can be preserved into the future. There's one problem. I feel like we should bring a gift. What is like a bomb gift?
You bring bottle of rice wine or some meats.
What about a pig?
That would be super happy, but it's a little bit too much.
Let's see. Are we gonna find that balance, or are we just gonna blow this guy away?
Maybe we blow this guy away.
While Sunny is off doing whatever Sunny's doing, I have been tasked with buying gifts for our White Mom cultural guru. We're here in what is clearly the alcohol section. Can I try some of this?
While Andrew is shopping for gifts, I'm taking a look at what else this market has to offer.
Whew, that's got some punch.
The average family in this area is making $200 to $300 a month. So that means they really need to be careful with their spending. But a lot of the stuff at this market is actually pretty inexpensive.
Oh, she's gonna get a swig as well. Oh, that's great. I have no idea what that means, but I'll take it.
Exhibit 1, the honeycomb sandal. When you're up here in the north, even when it's cold, you see about half the people wearing these sandals. And that's because they cost about $1. Super affordable.
I just paid a little over $10 for this whole thing. I think that's a pretty good deal. Let's see what else we can find. What we found out is giving a pig as a gift is a little bit too much, but I think a chicken could be a pretty good compromise.
So for items that people can't get from a big manufacturer, people will just make locally here. For example, this? Any ideas?
What on God? Bao nhiêu?
70.000 một cân.
70,000, I think. Can we take a look?
Ah, homemade cowbell, $1.
Okay, so this is 70,000. That's like $3 or $4 for a chicken. That's a pretty good deal, I think.
This guy comes in at about $10. It's not bad.
Oh, we're gonna weigh it? I thought this was by chicken. I don't know why we're getting a weight.
What is this for? This is like a Mortal Kombat weapon.
Okay, I was wrong here the whole time. Apparently it's per kilo.
Oh, it's like an old school paper cutter. This is how they do circumcisions locally. It's a brutal process. That concludes my market tour. Is Andrew done shopping? Let's find out.
$7 or $8 for a chicken? That still seems like a fair deal to me. I was surprised at how cheap it was. I'll take it. Good deal.
Sir, put her there. It is an honor.
Meet our cultural guru, Mr. Foam. Here, he's going to reveal his culinary traditions, including the most intimidating dish I've tried so far on this trip, and we've tried a lot.
We have come bearing gifts. This is alcohol.
Oh, what's that?
And a chicken, huh? First of all, what do you think of the chicken? He picked it himself.
Rong ma ma thể, rong thể.
They say it's very nice and healthy chicken.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I was told it would taste delicious.
We're excited to be here because you are a man of both of music and mixology.
Mixology.
It turns out, as part of his culture-preserving journey, and because the man enjoys a good buzz, Mr. Foam makes his own moonshine from corn.
How did you learn to make corn wine?
His grandmama and grandfather are doing that, so they learn from the family.
Most of the hard alcohol in Vietnam is made with rice. What's the difference with the corn wine?
Corn wine is more powerful and you get more easy to addict to it.
Oh, to get addicted. It's my understanding that once you partake in your first creative endeavor, drinking the alcohol, that gets you kind of souped up and ready for your other creative endeavor, playing traditional music. If it's okay, we'd just really love to witness you playing this instrument. Can we do that?
Tao mà, tao.
Yes, no problem.
This is a clang, a traditional Hmong gourd mouth organ. Due to the tonal nature of the Hmong language, each tone of this instrument corresponds to a Hmong spoken word. To folks here, listening to a clang is like listening to a story, and clang players are known as storytellers. Mr. Foam's father taught him to play at age 14. Now, many years later, this has become an integral way for him to preserve his culture. There's one more way he preserves his culture: food.
So right now we're making some very traditional Hmong foods. Here, a pig intestine that's already been cleaned out. So they've got a funnel, they've got the intestine into the nozzle there. That is avant-garde art right there. After you take one deep breath and blow it into the intestine, then you fill it up with this insane mixture.
This mixture starts with chopped pig lungs and fat. Add that to the pork blood and add ginger.
Look at that, the whole thing is filling up. They're kind of massaging it, working it out, trying to get the blood all the way through. From here, they're gonna hang this up over the fireplace where it's gonna smoke. We have quite a spread here. We have so many different foods. I saw the blood sausage being made. This isn't the one I saw them make. This is one that's much older.
Preserving meat is a crucial part of Hmong food culture.
Every kind of Hmong living every kind of country, they made the same.
Once a year, they slaughter a pig and preserve it by smoking the meat. That meat can be eaten throughout the year.
Because Hmong people don't have freezer, so they learn how to smoke it.
Some meats age better.
How old was this one?
It's around 4 months.
That's a good amount of time.
And some age worse.
This one has a distinct odor. It is funky. How long has this one been hanging around?
4 months.
All right, so these are from the same pig?
Yeah, it's the same pig.
Let's try this.
No.
Oh, he's in the driver's seat. I don't know what to do, Andrew.
Let him take over, buddy.
Just do what the man says. He's giving us some of this.
Okay. Oh, I got a giant fatty bit. He's finding me a needle.
I don't know what to say. This smells distinctly rotten. It's beyond fermented.
Should be good.
To make this soup, the smoked pork trotters are boiled with daikon for 1 hour.
Cheers.
It's not often that I worry about getting sick as I'm eating a food, but this happens to be one of those times. This soup oozes a musty, fungal odor that's telling every sense in my body to be careful. Perhaps this is where the corn wine comes in.
Oh, buddy.
Really funky, man. It's almost just like a cheesy, like blue cheese pork. But I'm down with it if it doesn't get me sick.
And I can see why you could have this as an acquired taste. It kind of reminds me of truffles or smelly cheeses. Something where at first it's kind of like, oh, what the hell's going on here? And then over time you would start to crave it.
Let's try this. This is the pork belly. This looks really good, right?
Yeah.
Smoked pork belly gets grilled over a fire, then cut in thin pieces and stir-fried with the corn wine and a bit of ginger.
How is it?
That's really good.
It's kind of like an intensely salty bacon.
I'm a fan of this one.
Tu is mean, come on, let's go.
Come on,
Oh
let's
my
go.
Man.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just have some sausage.
No.
Just have some sausage and I'll be okay? Okay.
After the blood sausage is smoked for a couple of months, it gets boiled in hot water to bring it back to life.
Squishy, juicy.
It does not have a sausage taste.
No, super salty. There's blood in there, but it doesn't have that minerality that blood usually has.
Right. The casing's kind of much more chewy than a normal sausage, I imagine, because it's real intestine.
I'm a fan of this too.
These are the perfect drinking complements, especially if you've got a wine like this. It's so salty, you need something to drink. You need to chase that with something then.
Yeah, it's a
Down a
vicious
bit more.
cycle of
Right.
chasing. But overall, I love the pork belly the most, the sausage the next. This one, I could just go ahead and not have it here at all.
I'm with you. Same order.
Culture is a living thing.
From the time you were a kid, have a lot of the Hmong traditions changed or began to fade?
It grows,
Ê, tê khó kì.
it changes.
The young people are changing a lot.
The isolating nature of these mountains has helped preserve the local culture here for generations.
But still, there keep some culture in there, so not totally changed.
But as modern life creeps closer and closer, it may only be a matter of time before ethnic minority customs are washed away into the mainstream forever.
100 years from now, what are some of the Hmong traditions that you hope absolutely hold?
Miss Cha
It's the skirt to tell there is Hmong.
and Mr. Foam.
Dạ, của Hà Nam là lưu.
The costume, the must wear Hmong clothes to tell that you are Hmong, so that's why it's important to have it.
In their own ways, fight to push that day back as long as they can. Our Highland food mission continues in Vietnam's remote northwest.
There's a hole on this guy.
Today we're back at it,
Hello!
Hey!
Whoa! Oh my god.
Don't kill anybody.
documenting the unusual lives of Vietnam's Nung people,
Boom! Oh yes, it's worked. No.
seeing how they live and how they eat.
Man, we've been everywhere and I've never even heard of the Nung.
Me either. This is also a first for me. As far as I know, they have their own unique culture, different language, different houses, and different food, including their breakfast.
Do they eat insects like the Thai?
It's not even an insect.
Thank God, man.
Think Mr. Ed.
A horse?
Horse meat. I don't know exactly how it works, but I especially want to know how this tradition came to be and why horse meat is so common here, but not in other areas of Vietnam.
Oh yeah. No insects. I'm down.
Well, good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for this incredible breakfast. Before we begin, my first question is, why horse?
Miss Yui is one among 1 million Nung people that live in Vietnam. Most are located in these northwestern highlands. Today, for breakfast, she's making up an ancient traditional recipe. Soup made with horse meat, an unusual choice of protein you won't find in most of this country.
For the dish they're making right now, they're going to use all different types of horse offals, all the different internal organs. Right here, one of the main ingredients, horse heart. Heart's really one of my favorite meats ever. So whether it's chicken heart or beef heart, I really love it. Horse heart, on the other hand, I've never had. But here, it's just another day at the village.
The equine organ meats joined together in a giant iron pot. According to her, this food has been around for generations.
How old were you the first time that you tried horse?
Từ lúc nhỏ đấy. She already eat when she had children.
So if you asked me like how old was I when I first ate chicken, I'd be like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty young.
Like from zero? Or?
Yeah.
Next, she adds water, then boils it down. Cardamom, star anise, ginger, and cinnamon are added in. To pack an even more powerful pony punch, she dumps in horse blood.
Wow!
Finally, sliced lemon leaves, lemongrass, and shallots.
Do they still use horses here for other tasks, or is it just a food animal now?
Now they don't use so much, just for to eat.
Chỉ có mổ để ăn thôi, không làm được cái gì.
Let's try it out. You've put a lot of different horse parts in here. I can see there's liver, there's intestine, there's, what's this?
Thịt lạc.
Is that just meat?
Oh, just meat.
Just normal.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Please. You know, she made this so fast. In a couple hours, she broke it all down and stewed it, and it's surprisingly soft.
It's really good, actually.
So how often does she actually get to eat horse?
Because horse are a little bit expensive than other meat. 1 month they eat 2 or 3 times.
That's like how often I eat pizza. You want to try some hard?
I'd love to, man.
That's delicious.
That is really good, dude.
Wonderful texture.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a crunch, but it's not chewy at all. That is fantastic.
Can you tell her this horse heart has my heart?
Really? Kiểu như là tiếng của nó ấy.
And you two are not speaking in Num.
No, Hmong language or Vietnamese language.
So she knows a little bit of all those languages.
Yes.
Could you count to 10 in the Num language?
Dạ mà.
Đều, xuống, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The Num people in Vietnam largely emigrated from China a few hundred years ago. Different from Vietnam's Thai people who settled nearby rivers, the Num people tend to populate the more hilly regions. Carving stepped-out paddy fields into the mountainsides so they can still grow rice.
In the Northwest, most of the houses are made out of wood, but here the houses are made out of clay.
They take advantage of their surroundings, using clay and dirt from the field to build their own distinct 2-story houses.
This thing is powerful. The only issue is that with clay, over time it can deteriorate and break down and cracks start to form. So as soon as cracks form, they fill it in with cement. Eventually, they either need to cement the whole house or build a new one.
The Num people are known as hardworking farmers. It's not unusual for them to spend all day in the fields. These days, this routine is starting to change.
Every day she go to the farm. In the morning, she go to feed the animal to eat. Wednesday, Friday, she make the pho to sell.
Andrew.
Yes.
I'm very excited about what we're about to see.
Me too.
Pho is one of these iconic dishes in Vietnam. People around the world have tried this dish, but few people actually see what banh pho even is and how it's made.
Oh, it just comes in noodle form. They think that's what it is, right?
Right, they think it just started as noodles.
Yeah.
But it starts as these big sheets of rice batter, and this is the original way it was made before factories, before mass production. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. They don't see this popped as us.
A typical Vietnamese pho noodle is usually made out of soaked rice that's left in water overnight before grinding. Here she uses white rice and red rice as a base.
How many kilograms of banh pho does she have to make?
One day she just sell like 20 kilos.
44 pounds, just the noodles.
Yeah, that's a ton of food.
Next, a portion of this very same batter is cooked, then mixed back with more uncooked batter. The batter is ready, time to steam it.
Essentially what we have here is like a giant wood-fired steamer. You see, we've got a barbecue right between my legs, and this giant bowl is just steaming up water through this very finely stretched cheesecloth. And as you can see, the rice batter is gonna be thinly spread across the top here, and it's gonna harden up as the steam comes through. Whew, so hot as hell, and I don't know why I always get the jobs where I'm standing right next to the barbecue.
In under 2 minutes, the liquefied rice has turned solid again. She rolls it using a giant PVC tube, then lets it cool before the next step.
And there you see it, one whole sheet of pho.
And this is where pho comes from. It's just a big sheet of noodles. Oh no, my sheet. This big sheet right here is gonna make about 2 to 3 bowls of noodles. Please, show us the way. What's really unique, you know, if you go to a pho restaurant in California or Saigon, the pho is going to be purely white. But here they've mixed together 2 different types of rice. One of them that gives it this kind of slightly pinkish hue, something you're only going to really find up here in the mountains of northern Vietnam. So carby. It tastes about like what you would think it would taste like.
Among 46 nearby Num families, 10 of them are in the same noodle steaming business as Miss Yui.
Where is she selling the banh pho?
In the market.
And do you make more money selling pho at the market or just doing your farming duties?
Sell this, she have more money. Được nhiều tiền hơn, gấp đôi.
That's a lot more.
Substantial. Why doesn't she do it every day?
The market is not open every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you see pink pho in the Northwest, there's a good chance it was made by a Num family.
Andrew.
Sonny.
Hello.
Hey.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Don't kill anybody.
I'm trying my best to not.
We're in the middle of Can Khao Market.
It's just right on the street.
Yeah.
You could buy a head of cabbage right from your vehicle. This is nuts.
Do you think it's drive-through? Do you think we could order something?
We should try it.
This is the biggest cattle market in this region. A multitude of ethnic men and women from around this area gather here to trade not just cattle, but also common goods like clothing, plants, and of course, food.
Can we get a cabbage, please?
Am I? Okay, there's 4,000. That's pretty cheap.
Here, you can keep the change. You just bought a cabbage?
Yeah.
From the car.
I like it.
So the markets in this area kind of rotate. There's like a Sunday market, a Saturday market. So it's not like this every day. It's about once a week. But some of these vendors are just market hoppers. They'll go from city to city or street to street, hitting up different markets on different days of the week.
In order to reserve this dining area year-round, Miss Yui pays a yearly sum of $20. While she sets up her restaurant, Andrew and I have something we have to check out.
This market is actually famous for its buffalo pit.
A buffalo pit?
They are the highest ticket farm animal you can buy.
Makes sense, big animal.
So we're gonna go to the buffalo market as soon as we can find a parking spot.
Oh, great.
Each Saturday, nearby villagers bring their buffalo here to sell. Depending on its health and age, the acquired buffalo can either be used as food or as a living tractor to help plow the fields.
We're in a buffalo mosh pit, and you, ma'am, you're a buffalo seller.
This lady has sold one buffalo already.
Is this hers right here?
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh, so this is a albino. Is that still okay to say?
But instead of selling her own cattle, she bought it from another farmer and will resell it here using her negotiation skills.
Can we do a practice negotiation? Hello, I like your buffalo. I would like to buy it. How much are you offering it for?
It's 32 million.
Credit cards?
No.
No.
What about Bitcoin?
Bitcoin.
Each of these buffalo will be sold for about $1,500.
In the village, we have no ATM, so they only have cash.
So people are rocking up to the market with thousands of dollars in cash.
Yes.
In the meantime, I'm told there is sometimes bullfighting even here in the market. Is that true?
Yes, they have.
Do they bet money?
With money.
And how do you know which buffalo won?
Which buffalo run away is the losers.
Oh, has this buffalo ever fought?
No, the albino.
These bulls require no provocation. Fighting is in their DNA, and it's even part of herd life in the wild. But even in the wild,
there are two buffalo. There's one up here, there's one down there.
One or both animals can wind up badly injured or dead.
Oh shit, buddy!
Oh no!
Oh, buddy. I don't think this is going as planned.
Dude, this is right in someone's yard.
Yeah, this isn't where we're supposed to go down.
No, I think they were trying to conduct a buffalo fight, but the buffalo just did it on their own.
Before any butting of heads, folks place small bets on who they believe the victor will be.
It's over here. They're bringing it down right now.
This is going down, dude.
Oh no.
What? Whoa, dude, look at the size of these things, man. Oh man, he's powering it around.
They didn't have to do anything. These buffalo wanted to fight.
This doesn't seem like a great thing to do with your tractor. Like, you just spent a large amount of money on this giant creature and now you're gonna let it go at it?
There's some blood.
Oh man, it's bleeding, it's true.
No.
What just happened?
They still need to use these animals.
Turns out, this is more like buffalo fighting light.
I think that's the case. I mean, they just had to pull them apart.
Damage may be inevitable, but as soon as these beastly bovines start actually hurting each other, the owners call the fight.
One drew a little bit of blood on the other one, so they're saying this one's a winner.
After all, a buffalo that can't work isn't of much value.
Although, they seem pretty fine.
Well, considering, but I mean, that one's got a hole punched in the side of it.
Oh, come on. It's definitely a guy sport. I don't see any women who
100%.
Guys around the world never disappoint.
Kind of morons, right? We're all morons.
Yeah.
All this unnecessary violence has gotten me famished. Time to see what Miss Yui is up to.
Good morning.
Oh, chào buổi sáng.
First for me, this is a dry pho. My first question, I mean, off the bat, Why pig face?
Typically, Vietnamese pho is proteined up with beef or chicken, but here she's combining her Pink Mountain noodles with pig face.
This is like a special dish. The people like to eat this part.
Early this morning, she purchased pork at the market and prepared it in her hillside diner kitchen.
What is her favorite part of the pig face?
The part of the chick.
It's really tender. I'm surprised.
Pig is like the perfect food. You don't really have to add a lot to it.
Yeah.
That's tasty.
When it's ready, she combines the noodles with peanuts, mint, basil, MSG, and some seasoning powder. Finally, top that with a combination of unusual meat cuts from an unusual meat part.
I know that the color comes from the mixing types of rice, but why do they make it the pink color?
Smell and the little bit of the taste, you can tell the white noodle tastes a little bit different.
I think it does taste different. It has more of like a wholemeal type flavor as opposed to like, you know, white bread versus full grain bread.
I can see that. Picks up some flavor from the peanuts, from the herbs, and you're supposed to be mixing a little bit of the meat in there too. Put that all together, you got a little bit of fat, a little bit of carb, a little bit of protein, and that's all your macros.
I mean,
I'm fascinated by this because it's kind of this whole region is eating this type of food or this type of noodle.
That's cool. So that's like their twist, their innovation.
Is it their innovation, or did people here invent pho?
Oh, wow.
Vietnamese people make pho first.
Are you sure? If you want to, you just publish a video and you can say that you guys invented it.
Don't want to try the eye?
Oh,
That's the eye.
Crazy.
I thought that was a black olive eyeball. Do you have any eyeball in yours?
She already eat.
She ate it already.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go. Huh.
A little bit of cornea in there.
I like it a lot.
Generic porky flavor, just a different texture.
It's all about the texture.
Yeah.
When she was young, her parents tell her that this business is good. Because on the farm, don't earn so much money, so she liked to sell pho.
You went from farming to running this pho selling business. What would be the next level after that?
She don't think she's gonna go any farther. She know how to cook, so she said this is the best for her.
Are you happy with the work that you do now?
Vui lắm. Dạ là gặp nhiều người lắm cháu ạ.
Is it satisfying when you see someone try your food for the first time and they're smiling and they really love it? Does that give you some satisfaction?
Vui lắm ạ.
She's very happy when other people are like.
That's awesome.
People from my country might look at Miss Yui's life and feel bad for her, but she might feel the same when she looks at you. Life here isn't perfect, but Miss Yui lives among nature. She eats healthy food, she has a family, she has a community, and she has an occupation that gives her purpose. In a land where 401ks and vacation homes don't exist, Miss Yui is more rich and more happy than most. Today, our journey comes to an end.
Wait, is this a...
As Andrew and I
Is it okay to eat ash?
take the skills we've learned during this trip and apply them to some country cooking.
Andrew.
Man, what are we doing here? I think we're kind of in the middle of a road.
I think we made it.
We're here?
This is Bac Ha Market. Once a week, everybody comes here. It's a place to be.
The mother of all markets.
This is the convergence of pretty much every ethnic group in Northwest Vietnam. 18 different tribes are represented here.
18?
Bac Ha is an intersection of ethnic tribes. The Flower Hmong people give this area a unique vibrancy. But you'll also find the Nung people, the Phu La, and the Tay tribe as well.
Here's the thing. We've met a lot of different ethnic groups so far, but we haven't met the Dai people. We're starting at the market. We're gonna meet a Dai couple who has a very unique job. But first,
parking.
No, breakfast.
Breakfast.
Actually, yeah, parking. I don't, where can I go? There's no way to drive. I don't think I was supposed to come in this way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it here. I don't need it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Once a week, folks from various tribes and backgrounds come here to sell what they have or buy what they need. Plants, liquor, produce, live animals as pets, and not. It's also a great time to socialize. But above all, this place is a treasure trove of ethnic foods you can't find anywhere else.
Good morning from Bac Ha Market. To start the day, Andrew and I are getting our own separate breakfast, starting here. Can we see what's inside here?
This right here, sold all around this market, is a delicacy in this region.
I like this. She's got sticky rice. It's covered with a blanket to keep it all warm and steamy inside.
5-color sticky rice, naturally dyed, naturally delicious.
Oh, you're gonna feed it to me?
What we have here is something I have never seen before. From what I understand, this is almost the exact same process behind making a tofu, except instead of using the soybean, they've used a kind of cornmeal to make the tofu. We're gonna jump in and find out what it's like.
The corn cake is sliced, then topped with pickled cabbage, ground peanuts, fresh herbs, and pickle juice. Yummo.
Now, I was kind of expecting it to be a sweet mixture, but this looks like a savory meal. I've really got no idea what to expect.
This is gorgeous. I see blue, purple, yellow, and then here I'm getting some crushed peanuts. Can I get one more of those? I'll pay a little extra if I need to. There you go. What's great about sticky rice is you can just eat it with your hand. It's steamy, but it's not wet. Look, no residue.
I want to try one of these pieces of corn tofu. Let's see what this tastes like.
Cheers. I don't know what it is, but that is so delicious. The texture of the rice is so chewy. It's just fun to sink your teeth through. I love it.
And that is completely flavorless. I don't know that I've ever tried anything else that has as little flavor. Let's mix in some herbs. We've got some of the sawtooth grass, peanuts, and spices on top. Wow, heaps of flavor, heaps of spices. What's interesting about this is it's cold. That's super weird. In the south and elsewhere in Vietnam, it's pretty much always just rice as a base. But up here, the corn is a real cornerstone of the diet up here. Corn couscous, now corn tofu, and that's super interesting.
The food here is diverse and varied, depending on the tribe who prepares it. The Hmong prepare this, a horse organ stew. The Noon people have their pink pho. The Tay people, they're known for this.
We got a couple things here. What is this?
This one is the sticky rice made out of the powder rice. Inside there, they have the cinnamon seed, peanuts, and sugar in here.
We've had pounded rice a couple times on this trip now. Do you think pounded rice was invented in Vietnam or Japan?
Sitting across from us, a Tay couple. They're the reason we're here. Miss Lewin and her husband, Mr. Kim.
This is from Vietnam because from the old generation, we always making in the new year or special occasion.
Fantastic. Well, let's try it out.
Whoa.
I like that.
That's really good. Dude, I was not expecting that flavor.
I already love fried pounded rice, but here there's kind of a sweet treat inside.
A little bit crunchy from the sesame and peanut.
Yeah, peanuts and sugar.
If this is Tay breakfast and I was a kid, I would have eaten this all day, every day.
Yeah, you'd be 400 pounds. I want to talk about you two. You two have a very unique job. Can you explain what your job is?
Anh chị làm nghề gì? Làm nông dân làm ruộng.
Living mostly in the hills of Vietnam's northwestern region, the Tay people have specialized in rice farming and raising cattle. But these two are different. They've made a career out of catering traditional Tay cuisine.
Her job is to prepare the food for the wedding or for the restaurant as well.
For you guys, what is the biggest wedding you've ever done?
We started this trip in a Hmong village, where an unorganized but eager troop of villagers just barely finished a wedding feast in time for the ceremony. With these two, it's a different story.
Wow.
Wow. So 800 people.
800 people.
A lot of Hmong wedding, we also use Vietnamese people cook for us because they make better dish. But for Thai people, it have to be Thai food.
Is it just you two doing that, or do you have a team?
Also have a team.
Composed countryside cooking for your wedding, the New Year, or for today's event, a death anniversary. A death day is the anniversary of a loved one. It's the opposite of a birthday. The Tay people take this day to pray for and pay their respects to a dear loved one who's passed away.
Well, listen, Andrew, they've actually come here to get ingredients that they're going to need for this feast today. We need to help them. They'll lead the way. You just have to stand next to them and say what's happening.
Okay.
Preparation for this evening's event are underway. First, we gotta buy some protein. Wait, is this a, this is a pig. Ah! How come some of these get a cage and some get a bag? I don't understand. What do you think? Yes? No? Okay, does he understand like a thumb up, thumb down system? He said this one's gonna be yummy. It turns out a lot of people here are used to eating pigs that are a little bit smaller. They cost about $110 roughly. That's it for my shopping list. I'm not sure what Andrew is up to, but pig, protein. We got it.
So I'm here with Chi Luen. I've been tasked with picking up the rest of the ingredients to make a black Thai sticky rice. Mua cái này hả? Ăn được không?
Cái này không ăn được mà sẽ để gói bánh ạ.
We're going to cook the rice within this. It's not only going to impart any flavor, but it is going to impart color on the rice. So instead of having white rice, maybe this is what makes it the black sticky rice.
Andrew is doing a little bit of shopping, so I'm doing a little bit of self-care. Have you guys ever got a haircut for $1? That's a great deal. Don't take off the bandana. That cannot come off.
Okay guys, we're now looking for the rice.
Nếp làm bánh của mình sẽ là nếp hạt tròn.
This really fat round rice is going to make for a really intensely sticky rice. Chị có thích nếp này không? Great, this is it.
Time for a sweet treat. Right here, honeycomb. You know this is fresh because there's still some bees on here. Oh, really? Okay, thank you. That's so delicious. It tastes like honey. If you ever had honey, it's like that, but very fresh.
And what we have here is a bunch of varieties of beans, and we're here to buy some mung beans. I've seen this yellow mung bean here used in a bunch of different ways, whether it be sweet or savory. I've even seen it used to be ground up into a paste. I think that's what we're going to be doing here.
Right here, these are local roots that can help men with little issues that they might have. Can I just eat this? Yeah? Listen, stamina comes at a price. It's not good, it's very bitter. It feels like the plant has bones inside. I don't know if it works if you just eat it directly, but I'm told you buy this, put it in some corn wine or rice wine for 3 to 12 months, then you drink it and you're unstoppable as a man with another consenting adult.
The Tay people are the earliest known ethnic group in Vietnam. They're believed to have migrated from the islands of Southeast Asia in 500 BC. They have their own language, wardrobe, and food you've absolutely never seen before. This here is just the start.
This is apparently a traditional Thai way of preparing a roasted pig.
The piglet is stuffed with indica leaves, seasoned with salt and pepper, then roasted for 4 hours.
I've never seen a pig this tiny get roasted. You could microwave this pig, it's so small. You can put it in the toaster oven, like an air fryer.
I think it would taste better.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe it's like the veal of pigs. This is a part I've not seen before. A stick with a little towel on it, not butter, not oil, water.
I think it's a good strategy. We've got to keep the skin moist, make sure it doesn't burn, keep some of the juices inside.
You're doing great, by the way. We just have like maybe another hour to go. Is your back getting sore? 3 hours from now, there's gonna be over 20 people here to come to eat and to celebrate. It's a 2-pig party, although they're 2 small pigs. You're gonna help prepare whatever it is you were shopping for. I'm gonna help with the pig.
Okay.
Deal?
Wait, did you get a haircut?
Andrew, there's no time to talk about that.
Today, under the guidance of Miss Luen and her husband, Mr. Keen, everyone is pitching in. The men prepare the meat, and the women prepare the sticky rice cakes.
1, 2, 3. I finally found out what's been giving the black color to this rice. Essentially what's happened is we've taken this, which is the wood of the Lut Black tree. They burn it down into a charcoal and then ground it into this black powder. I can't believe we're gonna be eating ash. Okay. It tastes like ash. Like ash. That better just be for the color.
Huge moment because the pig is finally done rotisserizing. Men, let's get to work. Let's do what guys do. And begin. I need to learn some Vietnamese. Step 1, we're undoing the stitches, the sutures. I'm not sure why they're opening up the stomach first. Maybe they're pulling out something. Maybe they cooked a chicken on the inside, or a quail. I don't think a chicken would fit.
Now we're gonna mix it in with the rice, spreading everything around, making sure all of the rice grains are covered.
Oh, there's another nail in its butt. So now they can pull out the bamboo, and then we have just a pig left.
Oh, now we're shaking it.
He pulled off the legs, and he's taking the head off right now. The skin looks delicious and crispy. You hear that? Oh my God.
Oh, we're rubbing it in a little bit to the bottom here. Okay, that's it.
The smell is delicious. They're taking all these herbs out right now. These are gonna get squeezed out and drained and used as a sauce during the meal. And we're gonna enjoy this very soon.
We've got everything we need for the black sticky rice cakes. Time for the build. On top of pherinium leaves, add a layer of ash-dyed sticky rice, then mung bean, then slices of pork belly, more mung bean, more rice, wrap it up, seal it shut with bamboo strips, and boil for 6 hours. In the meantime, the piggy we got from the market is being made into several dishes. There's fried pork nuggets, boiled pork, and fried pork shoulder.
This looks absolutely delicious. With every cut of the knife, you can hear the skin kind of crackle and break apart. Oh, are you sure? I couldn't. Wow, it doesn't even need seasoning. I'm telling you, a pig comes pre-seasoned. Just heat up and it's ready to go. That's delicious.
Finally, braised pork belly. This is the pride of the Tay people, with an elaborate preparation and mesmerizing 5-star quality results. First, the meat is blanched, then poked so the skin can better absorb a vinegar-honey mixture. Then it's fried until it's golden perfect. But there's still more to do. It gets boiled, then cut into slices. Season with ground pepper, Thai pepper, ginger, rice wine, Tay-fermented soybean, fish sauce, MSG, and seasoning powder. This gets added to a bowl containing pickled cabbage, and the whole thing is braised for 2 hours. Finally, flip the bowl to reveal a layer of melted pork skin on top. Serve and eat.
Andrew,
Sonny,
this is fantastic. Not only did they make all this in just a few hours, they made this too. We got here, I love the shirts the men wear here. I said, can I get one of these tailor-made? They just brought it 2 hours later. They didn't measure me.
No.
They just looked at me. Everybody, Andy. Oh, we're starting with the shot. Yeah?
Let's go.
All right. I feel healthy.
That's got to be corn.
Yeah, now I sound like DMX. And corn wine turned me to DMX. They have cooked 5 dishes from that one pig. They also have a pig they rotisserized.
Everything looks amazing, man.
Of all the dishes here, which one is your favorite? The roasted pig, we helped make that for at least 5 minutes, however long that filming was. I think we should try it out. Oh, and there's skin here. This looks super delicious. Give it a little bit of a dip, Andrew. This is the sauce they squeezed out of the herbs from inside the pig. Cheers.
Let's go. Oh,
it makes me want to sing, but all the songs I want to sing are copyrighted. So I'm just going to sing in my head.
That is amazing. We got to start cooking baby pigs more often. That is really good.
It is the veal of pigs. This sauce is incredible. It's oily and fatty from the pig meat itself, but it's just full of fresh, delicious herbs. It's very...
Again? Bro.
You want to try some with us?
Yes.
Andrew kind of helped make this. Ooh. That is like a dense cake. There's mung bean in some of this. There's big pieces of pork fat. How many of these do you eat in a meal? Like just like 2 slices?
Nửa cái đấy.
She can eat half of them.
Really?
They say the ash is good for your stomach.
I'm sorry, the ash?
The ash.
It's unbelievably dense.
It's almost all the same texture. It's pretty hard to distinguish between the rice, the mung bean, and the pork fat, because the pork fat's just melted into mush.
I think this is the balance with all this heavy meat. This is the braised pork. It looks like a meatloaf. Have you had that before?
No, because we are Hmong and we don't make that.
Well, I think you should consider it. Andrew, let's try this meat.
Let's go.
In the last 2 weeks, Andrew and I have lived beside and dined with 6 of Vietnam's 54 different ethnic groups, tribes whose traditions have been preserved partially due to the isolating nature of these mountains. But I wonder, how much longer can these traditions last?
Wow!
What just happened?
Shut the heck up.
That just melts. I've never seen anything like that.
One of the best things we ate this trip. So the vegetable base, it's almost like a mix of these deliciously seasoned mashed potatoes with pickled vegetables that have been fried or something. And then on top of the pork belly, it's just tender, it's soft, and melts in your mouth.
I can't get over the texture. That's like the texture of fish. Like melts in your mouth is an understatement. I've never ever seen anything just fall apart like that.
Remarkable. Can you do my wedding?
Entropy is the natural order of things. That which is not tended to tends to break down and fall apart. The same goes for culture and traditions. But here, the Tay people, they put in the work. They're deliberate about maintaining and strengthening the traditions that have brought them this far.
She said from the old generation and to now, Thai people just like to hold strong for their culture and they never like to change.
So do you think your kids or your kids' kids are going to keep the same traditions just like you and your husband?
She was training her kids to keep the culture.
I think there's no way to maintain culture casually.
Right.
It just has to be very deliberate. You can see the way everyone's dressed, the food they're eating, the traditions, the language. It's very impressive to me. I think that is the key to holding on to tradition, is to care and to work at it every day so it doesn't fade away. And to that, I say cheers.
Cheers.
Away
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on.
from my sleep and look out on the sunshine. I feel a smile across my face when I look out at the horizon.
Guys, we are buzzed and happy, and I hope you are too. What an amazing adventure it's been. Andrew, my friend,
Buddy.
thank you so much.
That was wild. Thank you, man.
Guys, you can check out Andrew's YouTube channel right here, see his videos and what he is up to right now. Please go subscribe. That is it for this adventure. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Peace. Oh, some more corn wine awaits from an old Fanta bottle. I can't wait to drink that up.
As long as it comes with some of that pork.